Bad Friends fans!
Baby, we're coming down to Florida.
Orlando, Jacksonville.
Orlando, Jacksonville, St. Petersburg, Hollywood. We are coming to see you. And then we come back to the West Coast and we do 2 shows in Riverside and then 1 in San Diego before we head back to the East Coast. But come out and see us in Florida.
Check us out!
Jacksonville, St. Petersburg, Hollywood, and Orlando. Come see us. Go to badfriendspod.com. Badfriendspod.com.
You two are bad friends.
Who are these 2 idiots?
A white dude and an Asian dude. You two are disgusting.
Well, you 2 are something.
We're bad friends.
We want to give a shout out to so many different people. Look at the Stardew Valley.
This is a Stardew Valley marriage pendant. I'm gonna give it to somebody one day.
Me,
No, not you. No.
Why? Why won't you marry me?
You have no puss.
Yes, I do. Yeah, but in the game, don't you marry guys? You marry men in the game.
I've only married one guy.
What? What's his name?
Elliot. What's up?
What's up, Ellie?
What's up, Ellie, bro?
And then show the Stardew star that you got from somebody. What does that mean? Someone said that's important too.
This is a star. This is a star drop.
Oh, star drop. Yeah.
And you it enhances your energy.
And the young lady that gave it to you said it does what? You don't remember. This is my favorite part, is testing him about the gifts. What did she say? It does what?
Yeah, I just told you.
No, it does something it does something practical in the real world.
Oh,
right?
this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a water weight.
Nope.
Oh, what's a water weight?
Paperweight.
Paperweight. Paperweight.
It changes.
It's a paperweight.
It changes color. It's a mood. It's got that mood ring thing inside of it.
Where?
So when you hold it with your hands, it'll change
this?
color. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Oh, let's see what kind of mood you're in, and then we'll
Oh,
know.
I'm gray.
You're gray forever.
Yeah, I'm gray forever.
And then we got these from a soldier, which I want to say thank you to. He gave us these pendants.
Semper Fi.
So disrespectful.
What, that Semper Fi is a thing.
That's good, right?
Yeah, but you don't. This kid was in the army.
Yeah. Flower power.
The army is.
I'm the guy that puts the flower in the fucking muzzle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't do that.
No.
Oh.
I think
is scalping like a universal thing that Native people do?
Yeah, that's the.
How about dancing?
Too.
Okay.
Who's the best? Is it
they don't dance?
Is it the darker the Native American, the better dancer they are?
Probably, yeah.
If they go to the lighter skinned natives, are they just shitty dancers?
Yeah, and they found turntables with the darker ones in teepees.
Yeah. Rainmaker.
Welcome back, guys.
And welcome back.
Rainmaker.
Oh, another thing is before I forgot, when we're on the road, Juice, do not make fun of my dating style and the way I converse with, you know what I mean, the ladies.
Okay, I
The
know.
tea shop.
I know what you're referencing.
Yeah, the tea shop.
Go ahead and say
Yeah,
it.
don't
Okay.
mock me when I'm doing my style.
Where was the tea shop in?
It was in Spokane,
Washington.
I went there with
Beautiful
Jessica.
girl.
Yeah, looked just like Kalila. Can I say that?
Oh my god. Oh my.
She did look identical.
Yeah, I know.
He has a type.
I'm a
Yeah.
type.
Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
identical.
Yeah.
Malila?
Beautiful.
Malila. What was her name?
Malila.
Malila. Yeah.
Malila. So Malila and you had some.
I like
tea.
halfies.
Yeah, you do.
You know,
you like
mixed in with a little Andrew. You know what I mean? Yeah. Me and Andrew.
So wait a
together.
minute. You went to go have some tea with Malila. What happened?
They're hitting it off. Fireworks.
No, well, I'm not hitting none off.
I thought so. There was some chemistry.
She's what I liked about her too. She's hot, but then she's also good at like breaking the ice.
Yeah.
So she started the conversation. So I'm like, oh, hello, baby.
What did she say?
Hello.
Oh, that's hot. Dude, when they say hello, that's nuts.
That's
They
all
love
it
guys when they
takes.
say hello. Oh my god.
That
so
gets
good.
my engine running.
Yeah. When she said hello, you could hear this. That's 2 squirts of
You little
cum.
squirty?
Yeah.
And I
then-
heard it back from her too, if I'm being honest. I
Oh,
thought,
really?
Yeah, they're going back and forth, and then out of nowhere, Bobby, like, they're really
Just
hitting
in
it off.
mid-conversation, go ahead.
And he goes, the thing I like about Star Trek is how much dilithium crystals there are. And I'm like, dude.
And you can hear her go.
She literally left to go stock
She
items.
walked away from the conversation.
Yeah, that all the way.
Got real dry and tight.
That noise
Well, no, I
all the
started
way
going
to
to dilithium
storage.
crystals and then like Jeffrey's tubes, and you're looking at me like you're trying to shake your head like stop.
Yeah,
But
you-
it didn't stop.
Did she
Feel
ever
it.
say that she liked Star Trek?
No.
No.
Well, why?
Because I always segue into that.
All right, we're on a
When-
date.
when I guess-
You and I are on a date.
Yeah.
Hi. Thanks for coming to have tea with me in Spokane. It's
Let me
rainy.
Guess. Let me guess. Your name is Malila.
I mean,
Hello.
hi.
You're half gook.
Hi.
Did you say half gook?
Sure.
Yeah. You're half. You know.
I'm goo.
You're gook. Yeah. Anyway, what's up? You good? You beautiful tea.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, I know why. It's okay. I know why it's.
Yeah, you fucked up this whole date already.
No, I already know how it started. In the conversation, I know why I brought it up.
Go ahead.
Can I have Earl Grey?
Oh yeah, I'll get you some Earl Grey tea.
You know who else drinks Earl Grey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jean-Luc Picard.
He likes Earl Grey.
Yeah. And,
Is that a friend of yours?
No, that's Star Trek Next Generation, one of my favorite shows. And then,
Okay, $4.95, please.
I know, but the dilithium crystals run. You go put in the warp engine.
Here it is. Take off.
And there's
Thank
Jeffrey's.
you.
Bye.
We're closed.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it started.
That's how it
Yeah.
ended too.
I know.
Well,
When-
yeah. She
once-
was stocking items in dry storage.
Wait, is this me?
She was stocking items in dry storage.
Yeah, she
and
was,
We
yeah.
packed up our tea and left.
Yeah. But you know what?
How did you fuck that up? Because apparently she was into you.
I think I fuck everything up.
You don't fuck everything up.
Well, in terms of the right now, I don't know how to do the ladies.
Well,
So
then
I
let's
take a
help.
break, I
Let's
take a
coach.
break.
Let's coach you through how to do the ladies.
I don't want it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because this guy right here. No, don't shake your head, man. Casanova, dude.
Ooh, Casanova.
I don't know that song. Casanova. Casanova,
What did I
bro.
do?
You know, there's a
Every
song.
city we go to, he's got a new lady.
Yeah.
I see him in the mornings. He walks downstairs and is, on the elevator or whatever, or with a new lady around his arms. And I'm always with my backpack and my
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley. You know what I mean?
I gotta
love
play.
it.
I gotta play you a song. We're probably gonna have to take it out because of But this is literally his entire life. Look at this. Tell me this isn't him. This is an old song. Got Senorita waiting for me down in old Mexico. Oh, by the way, this song gets more and more racist as you listen to it. He literally is like, got a little ching ching chong. He really does. I swear to God.
Wow.
He goes ham. Ricky Nelson goes hard in that. But he's got girls in every city and every place he goes. And now your name is Ricky Nelson.
Okay.
Ricky,
Yeah.
Ricky. That's Ricky.
You're
over
Ricky,
there.
Ricky,
It's a
dude.
You're Ricky,
compliment.
Ricky.
But in the song, so he made love to an Eskimo woman.
He has a
I don't know. I didn't really.
And he says she keeps you warm in her igloo. That's what he
Oh,
says.
right. So he goes all of.
He said-
How about Mongol?
He says,
Mongolians.
I leave her coated in glue while she kept me warm in her igloo.
Whoa! I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
That's
that was in
cool,
there.
dude. So he'll go Eskimo.
Ricky goes everywhere,
Yeah.
baby. Ricky doesn't discern.
But anyway, and you know how like in cartoons, the eyes, if there's someone's dead, they put X's.
Yeah.
Your eyes had fucking fingers looking at me.
At you like
Middle
this.
Yeah,
fingers?
like fuck you.
Yeah.
No way.
Every time you do it, you say fuck you to your boss.
Well, I want to.
I want to what?
I wanted
I
to
want
know
to hold your hand. I want what?
what happened with those girls in Seattle or in Portland. You had like 4 girls with you,
Oh yeah.
and you left with all 4. And then I
Yeah.
asked what happened, and you were like, "Oh, nothing. I'm back." But you had like a lot of girls with you.
I was actually up on the fire escape and I saw you birding around on your scooter around town. Alone.
No, he wasn't
He
alone.
took
No.
them to the Enterprise.
Well, one
At one point he was
one
alone.
time
Jesus.
in Phoenix, I almost crashed my fucking scooter because of you.
Because of me. Oh, because
I was scooting around, and it was her in the car.
in the car, and I saw Wild Bobby, so
Yeah,
I
Wild
waved
Bobby
to him.
just going around.
When you see a wild Bobby, dude, you
the best.
gotta take a
Better
photo.
than looking at Bigfoot.
It's really
I
exciting.
took a scooter with my cousin to get a burrito at 2 in the morning that last night in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And we went down to South Phoenix, and she knows.
Filiberto's?
Not a so good. Yeah, we went to Feliberto's.
Hell yeah.
But honestly, dude, he was like, "Where is this?" I was like, "It's not bad. It's down the road." We got halfway down the street, and it was like 6 cop cars, people screaming at us.
I know why you went to Filiberto's. Because when you went to school there, that was good.
Uh-huh.
And then now as an adult, because you have money and you've eaten good Mexican food, it was terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the same because we had one in Poway called Alberto's.
Yeah, Alberto's. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that.
and I drove from LA all the way to Poway 2.5 hours just to eat it.
Not worth it.
And I had a stomach ache.
I'm not joking when I say this. This isn't
Yeah.
like for the sake of the show.
Yeah.
That night, woke up at 4:30, had to go to the bathroom. Woke up to catch my flight, went to the bathroom in the hotel, went to the bathroom at the airport, went to the bathroom on the plane. Got home, went to the bathroom.
I get it. Yeah, yeah.
And I genuinely called my cousin Luke, and I was like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Absolutely not." He's like, "Dude, I'm in so much pain." He goes,
Yeah.
"My
What
stomach."
did you eat?
A California burrito.
Of course.
It's my favorite,
I
dude.
know.
French fries, avocado, cheese, sour cream, carne asada, pico de gallo.
Yeah.
And you pour that salsa. They make homemade salsa down there. But I got to tell you,
Yeah.
that carne asada
Yeah.
was something off the side of the road.
Right.
Dude, it was
roadkill.
I was rumbly bumbly in the
Yeah.
tumbly. Even as we were on the scooter, every bump I was like, whoa, whoa, oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea, I feel like.
Yeah, I like the taquitos from Alberto's.
Oh, yeah.
So
Uh,
good.
With the guacamole,
And the
on top.
guacamole?
Yeah.
But what I realized is that, because that was the first time I ever had guacamole.
What do you mean?
Back in, when when was I in high school.
The first time was at Alberto's.
As Alberto, so I go, this is authentic, right? And it's mixed with 80% sour cream.
Yeah, it's all sour cream.
Yeah, it's white, right? But you think this is like from I'm in Juarez right now, or whatever, right? Authentic, right? And then years later, you have real guacamole, and then you eat that shit, and it just fucks your body up.
By the way, my favorite place in San Diego used to be next to the Comedy Store. It was a tiny little fish market called Pescadero or something like that. And
Yeah, pescadero.
yeah, and man,
Fish.
and I miss it so much. That was so good. I used to go there all the time. Now they're too fancy for me. But I will say this, we had so much fun on the road so far. We have so much more to do.
That was a great leg.
Carlos has been, give him some credit, has been working so hard.
Thank you, guys.
I'm serious. I made him move a couch 5 times.
Yeah, I saw that.
I made him move a couch from one green room to the other, and I go, put it back in the other green room. He put it back. And
I
go,
remember I was there.
put it on the stage.
And I want to say this too. I never thought you had work ethic
Me either.
Thank you.
until the tour. I go, this lazy, uppity
Yeah.
bean.
Yeah, we all
Right?
talked
He's
about it.
worthless. That's in my head for the 20
You
years.
thought he was refried. Now he's pinto.
Oh, you're black bean.
Oh, you're black bean.
Yeah,
thank
you,
you're
thank
black
you.
bean for sure. Because then you eat nice.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
always
yeah.
get, I'll have a salmon salad.
He always has salad.
Yeah, but in
I-
real time, you get mad at me for that.
Yeah, because it's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah,
But I wanna be-
We're going to a steakhouse.
We're all getting steak, and you're like,
Yeah,
I'll just
I'll
take a
have a
salmon
salmon
salad.
salad.
That's insanely
It's
impo-
insane.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
So Ricky Blackbean, you're off to a hot start. The next half of
Thanks,
the tour is
bro.
going to be wonderful.
Hell yeah.
We hate to tell the fans at home who need to know. The tour got broken up a little bit. Our videographer McCone got fired on this tour. He will no longer be with us. He's learning about it right now in studio.
You're
as he's-
fired.
Yeah, you're fired.
Yeah.
And you're laughing, but haha, you're gonna haha your way onto the unemployment line, idiot.
Also, you texted me the other day like, hey, if you need any help with Tiger Belly, what the fuck kind of help do I need? This fucking guy is trying to be proactive. I fucking hate it.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
I
No,
know.
I didn't even never respond. I didn't
It's so
respond.
cute.
No.
We are gonna hire him full time. We need him for something.
I
Shit.
have FOMO from this, seeing you guys having so much fun on the road.
You know, a lot of fans
And
are asking
I thought
about you.
You would need me, but now
We
seeing
don't
that
need you at all.
don't, it's
No,
like,
it turns out
hurts.
we don't need you at all.
Right.
In fact, I get that you're missed on the show. Some people have been asking about you.
Oh yeah.
But the reception they give Carlos is in place of you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
He embodies you.
Carlos is soaking up all that energy.
All
dude.
that
I
love.
know. I have
Although-
resentment.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
I did flip off everyone in Phoenix, all 4,000 people.
Why did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your attitude in Phoenix about?
Because I didn't know that you told them to boo me.
I didn't tell them that.
I did.
She did.
Oh, Jesse did.
Yeah. So then you
yeah.
got all mad about it in front of Bobby's mom. By the way, people got to meet Bobby's mom in Phoenix.
She left the side stage shoes. She
But
was
you know why?
because of that.
No.
Why?
Because I could tell my mom. Once my mom walked on stage, it just dawned on her that she doesn't want to be up there.
Right. I saw.
Her eyes are, you know what I mean? And she's like, I have to get the fuck out of here, you know?
Yeah, what is she? She's
Filipino.
Filipino now.
She's Filipino.
She switched.
Yeah. She just like, and then she disappeared, but she went downstairs and
Onto
escaped
her iPad.
Yeah.
on her iPad.
You and your mom are so cute before the show. They were on the opposite ends of the couch, buried in their iPad, and you and your Switch.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
in their devices.
was so
she was
cute.
shopping for dresses. I
She-
said,
was
"What
she
are you?
really?
What are you looking for?" She goes, "New dress."
Yeah.
Bobby
That's all
was
she
too.
said to me. New dress.
In Stardew Valley, he was searching for dresses on there.
But
too.
when I saw my mom do that, I realized what it is, and what we have the same problem.
What
We
is
just
it?
don't want to be in the moment.
Yeah, you don't want to live it. Why
Like
is that?
because generational trauma.
Mm-hmm.
No, I really do believe.
I know,
I
I
told
agree.
you about her aunt, right? What
Mhm.
happened?
Yeah.
And she never dealt with that. My dad's abuse, and so she doesn't do drugs, but she escapes through being obsessed with BTS or
Buying new dresses.
buying new dresses or what are you laughing, McCon?
She loves watching videos. I saw her watch a bunch
Yeah,
of different
and
little
then-
videos.
And then just being, just not thinking about the moment.
Escapism.
Escapism, yeah.
So what is it? What does your mom do day to day? Do you even know?
She just watches Korean dramas and Googles BTS and probably just plays with her like badge.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Watching BTS.
I was hoping you say plays with her dog or something.
No. She doesn't have a dog. You know what I
Not
mean?
anymore.
Yeah, but she probably does that.
I mean, it's so funny. You were gonna hang an extra day. I stayed an extra day. You were supposed to stay an extra day, and you didn't.
I couldn't.
You didn't want to hang with her. For
No,
it was
because
Mother's Day.
I had a movie to do.
It was Mother's Day.
I know, but
It was literally Mother's Day, and you left.
I know, but I shot Monday early 5 in the morning.
I know, but Sunday was literally Mother's Day, and you didn't even stay to hang with her on Mother's Day.
She doesn't even know it's Mother's Day. I said Happy Mother's Day to my mom, and she goes, good night. She doesn't care. She didn't care about Christmas. She didn't care about my birthday. She didn't care about any of
That's
that.
why you don't care about any of those
Yeah,
things.
I don't. She didn't care. I don't care.
Why don't you flip the script and you start caring?
You can't care if it's like somebody just texted me today. Are you watching the Hurricanes game? I go, you're in a hurricane. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Why would someone ask you if you're watching a hockey game?
That's my point. I don't know.
Well, you don't like hockey.
I know, but I don't like. It's like I'm interested in what I'm interested in.
That's true.
Right, and so how do you get involved in a holiday when you don't care?
You don't have to, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
Halloween,
it's true.
I never know what anything is.
Well, do you know when Halloween is? Seriously.
Yeah, October 25th.
Yep.
Is it? I don't know. 31st?
Well, it starts on the 25th.
Is it 31st?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it's whatever. I can tell because you see. I can tell because you can see like the Mexicans and stuff.
You're Forrest Gump. You are 100% Forrest Gump.
You know when
I know when it's Halloween. Everybody dresses real funny.
Yeah, but it's bad when you.
That's basically you.
When you're in a relationship and you don't know birth dates or.
Write them down in your phone.
Holidays or anniversaries, it's always a fight.
All right, well, check this out. We have 2 birthdays coming up back to back.
Happy birthday,
Macone
Macone.
and Juicy.
Yeah, but Juicy, I mean.
I think my birthday's a travel day.
Yeah, you know what the letdown is? These kids think they're going to go to Disneyland in Orlando, and it's not going to happen.
I don't think we are.
Yeah, we're not
Why?
going to do it. Because it's just it's a travel day to get back to LA for the Riverside and the San Diego shows, and they would go. You guys can go. I'm not going.
After Dollywood, whenever.
I don't believe in Disneyland or World without kids. I think you look creepy.
I don't want to go.
Dolly World is a roller coaster park. Different. Disneyland is for children, not grown-ups that go alone. I'm sure we have Disney fans. I don't get it. It's a little scary to me. That is for the joy to enjoy. Like he can take his kid there, right? But if he goes alone, look at him, fancy.
Yeah.
If you see him strolling around the Magic Kingdom, first thing you think.
I know.
Well, look at him.
Andres is the
them,
type of
really.
guy that would wait in line 3 times for It's a Small World. He would get off, get back in line, and do it 3 fucking times.
I want to go on the teacups.
Yeah.
We can't go on the teacups,
It's
man.
a Small World, by the way, is a bullshit ride. I'll tell you why. It's supposed to be representing the world, right?
Yeah.
So you see like Eskimos up there, there's like 8 of them, right? Then you see like Denmark or the Netherlands, right? There's like 20. But then when you go to China, there's 7.
Well, they could. What do we want a
But
billion?
there's a billion. No, but I'm just saying, make it 40. And then I realized
You
what?
sound like you're working for the Chinese government.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I realized last time I was on, I realized what it was. They were in the water because of the earthquake. They're down there doing this in the water. Because it's the only explanation. It's like, I want it to be reflective
Yeah.
of the population.
My favorite was the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah.
Because they are perverse. They're like, nice boobs, young lady.
Yeah,
No
They
way.
are creepy.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard some of those?
No.
They literally say
don't say
creepy stuff.
boobs.
Yeah, they do. They go, great cans, my lady.
Yeah.
They say stuff. They used to say stuff like that when we were kids.
Really?
They would say, lick my port side.
Oh, that's blue. That's not that blue.
Nah, kids don't know.
Yeah.
Kids don't know the difference. But you guys can go if you want to go. If you want to go, you can go. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to go.
I hate it.
I know.
Do you really want to go for your birthday?
No, I'll sit on the plane for my birthday.
We'll buy you tickets. We'll buy you guys tickets.
I'll get you a fast pass.
But we're not going.
We're not going.
I love you guys so much. I'm glad I'm working for you guys. There's so many people I could have ended up working with, and I think about it every day.
You're saying it like you have a gun to your head.
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
a hostage situation. Like say it
Hold on,
fucking.
let me take it back.
Yeah, say it real, dude.
Say it real.
Say it real.
Say it
Bitch,
real.
Say it real.
Now.
Man, I love you guys so much.
Okay. Bespoke Post. You know, Bespoke Post is my favorite. You know why? Box of Awesome.
I love Box of Awesome.
If you have a friend or a loved one that has a birthday or a Christmas gift, a Box of Awesome is the best gift you can give anybody.
I just want to open a Box of Awesome live
Do
on
it,
the
please
show.
do it.
Because I just got this Box of Awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
And what do we got in here? A Lumi light bulb with a free, with flicker-free sleep.
Incredible.
This is the coolest thing about getting this. You got gravity razors. Most of the stuff that comes in your box, by the way, is being sourced from small companies like mom and pop type stuff that you're supporting. 90% of everything that comes in your Box of Awesome is from a small up and coming brand. That's incredible. And each of these boxes, they're valued at like $70, bucks, and you're going to pay a fraction of that price.
And it's so easy. You fill out a quiz, at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories.
Yeah, and the best part is it's not just for you. Look, I think you should get yourself a gift. I think you should pride yourself and give yourself love, but also give it for a friend. If you don't know what to get somebody, get a friend a box of awesome. That way, that's a great gift-giving ideas. You get cool razors and light bulbs and all sorts of fun stuff in here.
I'll give you an example of a box. Okay, like there's a box called Gadget. This multi-tool comes from SOG, a company with deep roots in the U.S. military, whose products are regularly field-proven by the U.S. Special Forces.
I just got the carnivore box at home, and it's got the American barbecue rub, and it's so delicious. So how do you get a box of awesome, Bob? Tell them.
Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code BADFRIENDS at checkout.
That's boxofawesome.com. The code is BADFRIENDS for 20% off your first box. Boxofawesome.com. Code is BADFRIENDS. Viator!
You know, we travel a lot, right, Andrew?
A lot.
And if you're going to a different country or different city and you want to book some stuff to have fun, Viator is your place. Viator has over 300,000 bookable travel experiences in over 190 countries. They offer everything from simple tours to extreme adventures and all the niche, interesting stuff in between. Viator is the place to go to book memorable travel experiences.
And let me tell you, I used Viator. I was happy because I wanted to go on one of these trail hikes while I was out and about. I'm not going to say where, but it was beautiful and wonderful, and I wanted to go on a trail hike, and they had an experience like that was guided, and it taught me all sorts of fun stuff, and I love it. And I got to tell you, it's so affordable and wonderful to pick which little experience or big experience that is that works good for you. They offer everything from simple stuff to big stuff, and their travel experiences have millions of real traveler reviews. You can read from me because I left a review, so you have the information you need to know to book the best activities for your trip.
When you book a travel experience with Viator, there's always flexibility and support with free cancellation, payment options, and 24/7 service.
So why not give it a try? If you're traveling and you want to know what experience to do to get into, what's going on wherever you're going, download the Viator app now. Use the code Viator10 for 10% off your first booking. One app, over 300,000 experiences you'll remember. Do more with Viator.
So can I just say this? McCone,
Yes,
right?
scum.
No more caviar for you.
Dude, first of all, okay, time
Have we
out.
talked about caviar yet?
No, and you gave him caviar.
No, let me say something.
He does not
did.
deserve caviar.
I ordered it for myself. Did I not say it? I'll have the caviar.
Yes, he did.
I put my finger up, right, and I had my nose up to the sky.
Why did you give him some?
And then this guy was like, you know, I never had it before. And I go, what? You've never had caviar? I don't know. No, I've had French fries.
Well,
I go,
maybe one day you'll get it. That's what I would have said.
And I'm like, and then guess what he made me do? 3 times. I made it for you.
Oh, he made you put it on the little thing.
Dude, I picked up the bread. I put the fucking creme
He
fraiche.
did it
I
on
put
purpose. Because he wanted control over the caviar amount.
I can't stand this
Oh.
kid.
I can't stand you right now. What you just did, you just fucking ratted me out. What the fuck you say? Say it again.
But you know it's true.
That's not true.
You didn't want him getting a big old scoop of it. So you give him
Because he doesn't know how much to put on.
You give
Right,
him
and
3
he's not going to
eggs.
appreciate it anyway. If he gets too much caviar,
Yeah.
he's just going to be like, this is okay.
And you know, he did one of these because he wants to be sophisticated, but he ate it and he did one of these. He went,
He De Niro'd it.
yeah. I go, you don't like it, bitch.
That's good caviar.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't like it. You didn't like
Because he
it.
wants to be.
What?
Here's another thing you fucking did, you idiot. And you moron. I love you though. But he gets wine, right? And in a movie, or I don't know who taught him this, but to stir it, right?
Oh, he swirled it?
He's not swirled it one time for
Forever.
20 minutes the whole time.
Idiot.
He was just sitting there eating the caviar, just swirling this wine. And I'm like, I think you just swirl it a couple times. I'm not a wine drinker.
By the way, cut to when we fire him and he's living on the streets and we see just a crazy kid under a bridge just swirling nothing. Just his hand like this in the air, swirling nothing.
His own piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His own piss.
It's insane. Last night, I didn't wrap till 3 in the morning.
Yeah, you're shooting a Bill Burr movie. Congratulations,
Wow.
Bobby, shooting a movie.
It's nuts.
That's huge.
Anyway.
Written and directed by the legend Bill Burr. What
Yeah.
what more do you want?
You look badass too. I saw.
Yeah,
the
the pictures were
Yeah, it was
hot.
cool, but just to be, but we're out in nowhere land. We're you know, in the Dark Knight, the original. I think in the first movie, Batman Begins. You know that whole shipyard container kind of.
Were you in like San Pedro or something?
Yeah, we're something.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
where it
and
was,
we're in like
yeah.
a ship. It was like they had this moody smoke light, and I had guns.
That's so cool.
It was so cool, and Bill's like, "Do it again," you know what I mean? And
Do it again.
yeah, and he was so like, as a director. I mean, because you know when you're being directed by a guy like that you look up to, and you know what I mean. And
It's intimidating.
it's not because he's my friend. But there is a weird thing where it's like, you know, when he's giving you notes, you're like, I gotta do it right.
You don't want to fuck it up.
If it's some guy, TV director, I was like, I'll try my best, but you know what I mean. But with him, I don't want to fuck up. You know? There was just a certain kind of pressure. It was cool, dude. He was like so cool.
What's the name of the film?
I can't tell. I'll talk about it. I don't even allowed to talk about it.
Well, we can talk about you shooting a movie with Bill. That's fine.
I
Did you
can't.
know your lines this time?
Dude, this guy.
Whoa.
Yeah. Why don't you go back to your baby? This guy's attitude, Bobby, is
Dude,
doing.
no. I don't even know what he means. Here, let me tell you something. You fancy fuck. All right? Don't ever talk to me like that again.
That's right.
Number one, all right? I've been nice to you.
Too nice.
Right? Number two, that was uncalled for.
Yeah.
All right?
I apologize.
And also, in what circumstance did I not know my lines?
The Esther movie.
Exactly, but can I say this, all right?
yeah.
I did know my lines. I did know my lines. And also, it wasn't that I didn't know my lines. It was that particular movie, first day, it's me and the director. We have a history, and there was a give and take, and it was just it had nothing to do with the lines.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry,
But what I'm saying
I
to you is,
apologize.
shut the fuck up. All right? Fuck you, dude. And then you know, I was so proud of you when you had the fucking baby and shit, calling you congratulations. Go fuck yourself, man.
Right on. Sitting stewing it, dude. You
Yeah,
throw a
yeah.
joke
How
out there,
dare you, dude?
you're gonna get shot at in this
Oh
studio.
my god. What disrespectful too.
Carlos knows what he's microdosing right now. By the way, that's why I know he's being so quiet.
Oh.
We got some gifts,
Oh yeah.
and he's microdosing for sure.
I haven't
you?
taken any of your gifts.
But you didn't take any of the microdose? You ate any of the chocolates? You ate some of the chocolates.
I had some of the chocolate already.
How did you like them?
It's been good.
Cookies by Carol.
Yeah, I've been eating more than the microdose though.
Well, you're eating to get high.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I tell you what I was gonna do when the cookies came? I was gonna pretend that I didn't know what cookie I ate.
That's
You know what I mean?
horrible.
Well, we made sure because I
I
didn't
know,
want to give you substance.
but that was dangerous.
that it was near you.
Yeah, I was like, how can I sneak in a cookie?
No,
And pretend.
you don't even like mushrooms. You said you never liked
I
mushrooms.
love shiitake mushrooms in Portobello.
Yeah, but not psychedelic.
I know. But I like mushrooms in general.
Yeah, me too. But you don't like psychedelic.
I know, I do. I just yeah.
It's just you don't need that.
But I mean, there was a split second. My alcoholism was like, here's a window, but I didn't do it.
Well, you know what makes it hard to not have alcohol, and I'm trying to temper myself on the road. But Macone, every single day. Can we get more beer? Do you think we get more beer for the bus? By the way, polished off 2 of my whiskey bottles. 2 of my whiskey bottles. And then I gave the stagehands, I said, you guys, there's beer and booze in that fridge. Have at it. What do I see? He's taken one home. He took one home. And how do I know he took one home? Because I went in his hotel room because the idiot lost his AirPods and goes, I think I left my AirPods. Yeah, we'll get to it. And then I went in his room. By the way, I went in his room with door wide open. Door was open,
course.
latched open. No AirPod. Whiskey bottle, drank this much and then left the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it could have been a gift for somebody else. You ruined it. And then on top of that, the idiot finds his AirPods after Bobby bought him brand new AirPods.
This is I thought about that for the last couple of days, right? And I believe this is true. I believe he always had his AirPods. He wanted new ones.
That is very interesting.
And because when I gave him the new, so McCung goes, I lost my AirPods, and he was like panicking about it. So me being Bobby Lee and being the nicest guy in the world, I thought I'm gonna get him new ones. So I had our runner go buy them. Right, and so they said I got him. And when I handed him, I don't know if you were like grateful or the smile on your face was like, I got this guy.
Now,
He's
did
gonna
you go
cry.
from, we can't really hear you, so we'll repeat it. Did you have regular AirPods or AirPod Pros? Okay,
And what did I buy you?
AirPod Pros. So here's what's annoying. This idiot lost Gen 1 AirPods, and we bought him $400 or $500. I don't even know how much they are.
They're like $275. I
Okay,
think.
that's $275 too much.
Yeah.
We should
I
have
just
got him
said
the
get him
wired.
the best kind.
No, we should have got him the wired. He deserves wired headphones.
Yeah. And then, so was it a trick? Because I'm not falling for it again. If you say I lost my iPad, I'm not gonna fucking buy you anything.
Yeah, if you come to us and you're like, I lost my mom and dad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go
We're
to
not
fucking
gonna go.
China.
Yeah, we're not
and get
finding
it-
you nude
and
parents.
get it cheap. Can you find parents? You can find kids. Can you buy parents?
You can buy parents. Yeah. There's some countries that you can
I would
buy.
love to adopt some parents.
Well, what kind of parents should we adopt?
Shit, man. I would probably get the kind that was like, I'd probably go black.
You black adopted
Nigeria
parents?
or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I think, you know.
What age range are we talking?
My parents?
Yeah, how the parents you're going to adopt?
I want them around for a while, so about 25, 26.
Yeah.
These are my parents.
These are my parents. You know what I mean? Imagine like these tall, skinny, young black people as
As your parents.
my parents would be cool.
Nobody would question it.
This is Untuku and Maya.
And Maya.
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you guys. How long
Yeah.
have you guys are Hoodoo Bobby?
They're my parents. What do you mean? Let me, Maya, Untuku, hold on. My mom and dad, I mean. Right? These are my parents. I'll speak on their behalf.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So these are my parents.
You're
I adopted them.
You're diverse casting your own family.
That'd be cool.
That's smart.
Yeah. I'd
That's
love
smart.
to buy my own parents. Buy cousins.
Buying a family would be actually awesome. If you could buy a family online to start over again, let's say you're somebody who never had any connective tissue to your real parents, you never knew them or they died or you're adopted, why can't you buy into a
Dude,
family?
let's start a business, a website.
We'll sell families.
Yeah, we'll even do like the cheaper ones are like second cousins.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be $10 for a second cousin.
Yeah.
But like if you want a real good,
You want a sister?
oh my god.
100 grand.
And then if
Well.
that's the ugly one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the low end sister.
A
Well, how
good
long are there
sister?
contracts? How long do these siblings last?
Forever.
Oh, you get them for life.
Unless they die.
I think it's a yearly subscription.
Yeah,
Oh
so-
shit! I never thought of it
This
that
is the
way.
business. You buy
Yeah.
into the family.
Yeah, that I never. Right, so like if you don't pay your yearly subscription, they just leave.
They disappear.
Yeah. They just take off
That's
to a new
cool.
family.
And they have suitcases, and you're like, where are you guys going? They're like, you didn't pay. We should do a family subscription service where if you're out there and you're lonely, you want a family, you never had brothers, sisters, or cousins, or uncles and aunts, you can buy them from us, from Bad Friends Family, BFF, your BFF for life.
What's a big brother? Tell me what a big brother is.
A big brother is someone who I was going to do that program. A big brother is when usually it's underprivileged kids who need guidance, influence, and
Why don't they have big uncles?
that's kind of the same thing.
No, it's
Because a
not.
big uncle's blacking out of the bar.
Yeah.
He's a
Nobody
little
wants
creepy.
that.
Hey, meet me at Hooters. I'll teach you about life.
Yeah.
That's the big uncle.
The big uncle. They should have big everything.
They should have
Yeah,
big,
big mama.
Well, they do.
Oh, who's big
Martin
mama?
Lawrence shows up every time.
Hey, Martin. Yeah, so we should. So on our website, we have big people too. You can
What
like
do you
big
mean?
brothers.
Oh, I thought you meant
big
big
uncle.
people. Do you get to
Yeah.
pick the size of
You
the people?
should.
No, it's like
Curated.
going to those. What are those heady? Where you go to get the dolphin?
Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
Build a parent, build a friend, build an uncle.
How great would it be with a Build-A-Bear?
By the way, build a brother would be so cool.
Where there's compartments. You go into a store.
Now, do you trade in your old one, like your brother Steve? Do you swap him in for something else, like it's a lease?
That'd be cool.
Would you trade him in?
Yeah.
Imagine you go to trade him in, and they're like, "We can get almost nothing for this. This thing is used."
Anything?
I'm sorry, man. This one's pretty damaged.
Yeah, but you could sell them for parts.
You can see the nicks all over this thing. I
Right.
mean, this thing is
Maybe $5 off your next brother.
max.
Or if you could bring your brother to the store and go, I want to just change one thing. I would change the breath.
You'd swap the breath.
I'd sweat the breath out.
Now, is this a shot at someone in the studio?
No, my brother Steve.
Okay. Hey,
Hey,
put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Carlos? What would? Okay, so Carlos.
If we swapped out a Carlos?
Yes, let's swap a Carlos. What would I do? I would go. I would
upgrade?
go to the hair part.
Well, you want one with
Yeah.
hair
hair.
department.
Yeah, you want one with
yeah,
hair.
and get like a nice little fill that
A
in.
little tuft.
First
right.
stop.
Upgrade. We'll just up. You know what? He just needs an upgrade. Do you have a software update that we need to run you through?
Just a little taller and more hair. That's it.
I think you're perfect just the way you are, and I mean that.
Thanks, Andy. I'll put
By the
that
way,
down.
when Bert Kreischer takes off his shirt on stage, people lose their mind. When this kid takes off his hat, they go fucking crazy.
Ape shit.
It's amazing.
Yeah, taking anything off is ape shit.
Well, and you know what? And I promised you.
What?
And I promised you, no more swapping shirts.
We
And-
know that last leg. No one.
No, I know, but because
Somebody did say it.
She did, and she said, "Please, can I have your shirt?" And then you and
Immediately, I said, "What did I say?"
you said,
She's
I'm not
hot.
doing that anymore.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
And I said, he's not doing it. And then she said, can you make Andrew give me his shirt? And you go, he actually really likes that shirt, and I love you for that because I really love that shirt.
Yeah. Because that's not what you did for me the last time.
Yeah, but we switched. Do we switch? We're back to square one.
I know.
We're
But
all
this,
good.
I was letting you know this is how you're supposed to behave in that situation.
I'm being good. I'm coaching you. You're coaching me. I'm making sure your butthole is facing away from the audience
That's
every
true.
time.
That's true.
I'm blocking it. Bobby, You know, we talked about it. We got in trouble. 10 grand showing his butthole in Atlanta. We're not doing anymore. Now the buttholes are always at stage.
But even this butthole in Phoenix, I turned around to the side of the stage to see because my mom was sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. So I turned around and you know what I mean. She's looking at me and I
You're not going to like this. But she had binoculars. She was staring right into it.
just like that is.
By the way, we had a couple of great responses from some of the fans. We had one girl when we said, give us one nickname for your vagina or one word that describes it. And the funniest one girl said long, and I died.
Yeah.
So funny.
Long was
I've
the
been
funniest.
thinking about that.
She goes, I'm 5'10". Yeah, of course
Yeah.
it's long.
I
And then I
go,
thought,
is it
are
a
they?
penis?
She goes, no, it's just super long.
But is the lips long?
I think it's
Or
just
the canal's long?
the length is long.
Oh,
I think
I
it's
like long.
Well, I
Oh,
know.
you
Yeah, I mean,
got
I just don't
long
like it
this one?
dripping down
You
like
don't like-
squid legs. You know what I mean?
Like Ren from Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
like drippy lips.
Do you want that? Squid
Me
legs?
personally?
What?
I mean, I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, we know you.
We know.
Oh my god.
No. You know what?
I didn't
Actually,
want to say anything.
That's how you're
mean.
successful.
You have discernible taste. It's not like you're actually picky. You don't go after.
But literally, if there was tentacles coming out like a squid
No,
with
I wouldn't
little
like-
suctions, you would still do it?
No, that sounds.
Well, dude, tentacle porn is a thing for a reason.
All
Somebody
right.
must
Somebody
like
must like
that.
it, yeah.
You know, somebody must get into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have never had one interaction from my youth where I got naked with a woman and saw it and was like, no. I've never done that. I've never gone, oh no. Never. So you're gonna do it anyway.
Have I said? What do you mean? Oh,
If
no.
you're both naked, and let's say you see that she's just long lips Lenore and she's dragging the floor, you're still gonna go through with it.
Yeah, but that's like jumping, like you're skydiving. You're already jumping it out.
You can't hold on to the plane.
You're already in the air. You're away from the right. You're
out.
like, I'm in it.
I'm out. I gotta do
Yeah,
it.
I have to finish.
Yeah.
That's what looking at a vagina is like. I'm here.
But in this case, you don't pull the ripcord. You
No,
just
I've done
hit the
it.
floor and die.
I've done it. I've gotten back in the plane before with escorts.
Whoa.
Whoa, so when you get an escort, you don't like the way it is and you
I've-
say no thank you?
I just have so many times where I've seen an escort and I'm like, I shouldn't have done this. I'm people pleasing right now. But like, there's a couple
I love
times.
that he's like,
Who
his
are you
character defects are
pleasing?
coming into
I
play.
know.
He's like, well,
How are you people?
No, so
pleasing?
you can people
yourself.
please because I get there and the
stop
girl's
saying
not as
people
hot.
please, man.
You saw it and you're like, I'm not paying for this.
You paid already, and then
Yeah,
you
well,
give
it's
them
like,
the money.
I feel bad and I'm like, I'll just do it.
Oh,
She
you're
seems like
doing them a service?
No, like because I want to fucking leave. And she's not as like
well,
attractive
dude, why
as
don't
I
you be
thought.
a man and go, hey, why don't you take the money for your time? I appreciate you, like
I've
an
done
adult,
that.
and then go, I think I'm going to go on my way. I just don't feel comfortable having sex
and,
right now.
and how grateful they would be.
They'd be like, I didn't want to have sex with you either.
Okay, I'm not such a bad client.
No, I'm just saying, they probably are tired, because I know you get girls that are just rifling through people. You're not getting premium. You're
No, I
getting some
guess-
girl that just came from another appointment.
No, there's like-
no chance you're getting a girl that's fresh for the day. You're getting fourth or fifth round. You're not a top round pick. You're not round one. You're going sixth or seventh round.
Yeah, I'm not Drake, of course.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So she's tired. She doesn't want to fuck you either. Let her go.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to pay for it. I don't want to have to give the money and then be like, I'm out.
Oh, it's a money thing.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I'm not gonna leave.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a money thing with you.
Oh, so
No, it's not like
That's
a
so
Jewish
shallow.
thing.
You already got them naked. They're in
Yeah.
front of
like
you.
TGI Fridays. Where I paid for the meal.
We didn't even eat the
Yeah,
fly
we
meal.
didn't eat it.
Yeah, we didn't even eat it.
And that's the same thing.
It's the same
We
thing.
saw a fry. We saw a fly in our chips, and that's like you seeing an
Yeah.
escort.
a fly in the vagina.
Oh, I do have something to tell you guys. And
Here we
Oh
go.
my god.
I'm
and
excited.
this is brand spanking new news, all right?
Okay.
In Louisville, I didn't tell anyone this, but I did have an escort come to the hotel. So we can add a girl to
Wait
that
a
number.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
I
minute.
was
wait a
waiting to
minute.
tell
wait a
y'all.
minute.
Wait,
Wait a minute. Wait a
Wait,
minute.
we didn't even have a hotel in Louisville.
You got a hotel.
No, wait, what city was it then? See, I'm forgetting
You
the.
don't even know what's.
Louisville was the fly in the TGI.
It was.
Yeah.
I think it was the one. When did we go do the ADR for Magnum?
Oh, that was when we were
Charlotte.
in Charlotte. Yeah. in
There you
Charlotte.
go. Oh yeah, Charlotte.
No, Durham. We went from Durham to Raleigh.
Yeah, she had
Raleigh.
a thick Southern accent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a little friend of the night in Raleigh.
Yeah, and she like showed up and she was all ratchet. I was like, oh no, they're all gonna know. She showed up through the wrong door.
Oh my god.
And I literally had to be like, cover up.
To the Marriott.
Yes. I was like, cover up.
You know what's insane?
Yeah.
That night, I went for a ride on the scoot to Duke. You know, I went and scooted to Duke.
I remember doing
Yeah.
that.
And when I came back, I saw a little lady of the night.
No.
I swear to God, but I didn't think much of it because I felt like that area had a couple of ladies roaming around.
Well, this was from the internet. I didn't go on the street, but
Uh huh.
yeah. But she might have been waiting for her sister to pick her up.
she have like really tattered dark hair? Really like tattery, like
Kind of.
stringy
Yeah.
dark hair?
Yeah, you might have seen my girl.
Did you do it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, LA is
You're a
obviously the best, but
Bad boy.
it was just fun.
Let me ask you.
What did the lady of the night cost in Durham?
I just gave her $300.
What do you mean? She didn't ask for money? You just
Well,
threw money
I mean,
at
it's
her?
pretty low
Is
in
it
Durham.
legal?
300. No,
It's not legal.
no,
it's
it's not
very
legal.
illegal.
So if he gets arrested, do we get in trouble?
No, of course not.
Okay.
No,
'cause
but
he's
we leave
associate-
it. We leave
Oh,
him
we
in the
leave
city
you
he's
there.
in.
No, no,
yeah.
no, we
We
just
will
get-
leave you there.
Yeah.
No,
No
I get
bail.
What are you talking
And then
about?
you'll-
No bail. What?
You wouldn't help me?
You think we want on our record bailing out? No,
That doesn't go
you're
on a
in.
record.
No.
No, you pay for what you did.
All right, you're right. You're right. My
It's a
bad.
bad
my
boy.
bad.
You serve your time like a man.
You're right.
You get out on the other side and you learn a skill. Find Jesus, and you make a couple
And I
license
hope you
plates.
get like assaulted in prison too.
That's
Are
right.
you know, no.
Yes.
Because I went to jail for the Xanax thing really quickly, and I went to
But
court.
your mom and your dad, I met them.
They're
They know
so
I've been
sweet.
to jail.
It's just I feel so that your parents are just so normal. And
know what the worst
nice.
part is, Bob?
What? And I met your sisters. Like, what
Ah.
happened to you?
His father shook my hand,
Yeah, like
looked
a man.
in my eyes,
Yeah.
and goes, "Thank you so much for taking care of Carlos. What you've done for him has been
Thank you, Andrew.
instrumental." And I said, "You know what? You got a great kid on your hands." Meanwhile, you're out throwing $300 at somebody upstairs at the Marriott. You're a bad boy. I shook your father's hand.
But that's not a bad thing. I gave a woman money for a service, and now she.
He doesn't want you doing that.
No, now she gives back to the economy. I
Crack.
created
She's
a job.
buying crack. That girl bought crack.
But also, can I say this? By doing that behavior, you're perpetuating trauma.
You are.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
No,
No,
you are.
You don't want. You want
There's
to
a
fix it?
feminist argument to this.
Okay,
and I'm
well,
on
let me
that
tell you
side.
something.
Go ahead.
We're pro sex work. We believe in safety
Yeah,
and
okay.
pro. So let's say that.
Okay.
A.
So
B,
did she. Safety.
B. You really want to make up for some of your faults, all right? For some of the ways you've treated these girls and said go home or whatever. I'm over it.
I never said that. Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to get. You know what? In the next city we go to, I do want you to get somebody, and I want you to not have any sort of relations with them. Give them money and say, I want you to use this to get back on your feet to get.
Yeah,
out of this prison."
$1,000.
No, 2,000.
$2,000.
I want
That's
you
a
to-
really high-end escort.
3,000. Keep talking, and it's gonna go up.
No sex though.
No touching.
Yeah.
Whoa, is that thing
Did
loaded?
you just throw a gun at us?
No, I don't know what
Holy shit! You
happened.
threw a gun at us.
You threw a
man.
gun
Hostile,
Whoa,
hostile.
dude.
with your
And he did it with his Mexican mind.
with his Mexican
You're a
mind.
Mexican X-Men, dude. That was crazy.
Ay, ay,
He went
ay.
like that.
He just went.
Yeah.
ZocDoc.
I love ZocDoc,
So
man.
much.
It's so convenient. You've been stewing about a health problem you have. You almost resort to texting your group chat to get your friends' opinions. Why do you do that? You're extremely unlikely to find quality medical advice in your group chat, but you can find it from a doctor on ZocDoc.
Here's the problem: you get sick, you get a tickle in your throat. You're not feeling well, something feels off, and you immediately go to the internet searching for stuff, forums that who knows who compiled them. You don't know what's really going on. Stop going this questionable route. Instead, try ZocDoc. You're trying to find a cause for your symptoms, and you stumble down a TikTok rabbit hole full of questionable advice from so-called experts. You got to cut it out. All right?
There's nothing worse than going to a doctor's appointment expecting to be the center of attention, and then your doctor seems like they have better things to do and better places to be. Instead of listening to you intently, asking you how you feel, and helping you along, the doctor is checking the clock. On ZocDoc, you'll find quality doctors who focus on you, listen to you, and prioritize your care.
ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them, and treat almost every single condition under the sun.
That's right.
No more doctor roulette. You can choose from thousands of patient-reviewed doctors. You know what you're getting into. I've done this myself from the comfort of my own home, which is great because I don't want to go into an office. So how do they get it, Bob?
Go to ZocDoc.com/badfriends and download the ZocDoc app for free.
Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That is ZocDoc.com. ZocDoc. ZocDoc.com/badfriends. ZocDoc.com/badfriends. Morgan and Morgan.
Listen, guys, if you're ever in an accident and you need an injury law attorney, you got to go to Morgan.
You gotta go to look. I got into an accident not too long ago in my neighborhood. Hated it. Didn't know what to do. I hadn't been in a fender bender like this in many years. I didn't know who to turn to, where to go, what kind of money is this going to cost me. And in 2020 alone, there was over 5 million car crashes. That's more than 15,000 per day, 600 an hour. So they're happening all over the place, and no one knows where to turn. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan and Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 800 lawyers, dude.
And here's the deal. You're not suing the person who hit you, rather their insurance company. So I know you're worried about whoever you got in an accident with. You're like, well, I don't know what they're going through or what's going on. You don't need that much money to hire a lawyer. People think it costs so much money. Morgan & Morgan has got you covered. If you need the help when you get into a little accidento, you have to try Morgan & Morgan. With over $15 billion recovered for clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation.
And it's also easy. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan is so easy. It's more like using an app than hiring a lawyer.
In fact, it's so easy, Bob. It's more like ordering takeout than hiring a lawyer. With Morgan & Morgan, you can submit a claim without ever having to leave the couch. Open up your phone, and in 8 clicks or less, you're already done. If you're ever injured in an accident, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win.
For more information, go forthepeople.com/badfriends or dial pound 529 from your cell phone.
That's For The People, F-O-R, forthepeople.com/badfriends or pound 529 from your cell is a paid advertisement. And would you ever get a male escort?
I don't think I could.
Why? Let's get you one on the road. You don't have to do anything with him. Black.
I would love to go to like a Thunder Down Under show.
Let's take her to one.
Let's go.
love
I would love to go.
With you guys would be
But do we have to
so
pretend
fun.
we're...
You know what the problem
Hi.
is? You know what
Yes.
just happened?
What?
You and I both got so excited for that. And our fans, we got to calm that down.
I know,
Because the
no.
fans are like, they're gay. And we're not. But we do get
We
really
kinda
excited.
are.
Yeah, we
We
are.
kind of are.
Because when she was like, Thunder, we both went, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Strip club? Not interested. Thunder Down Under?
Also,
yeah.
that
So
night you
fun.
showed me your asshole. It was too long.
What? What do you mean? How long it was open?
He got
Yeah,
a long
you
asshole?
spread your butthole. I was sitting there.
I held it.
And for a comedy joke, 2 seconds.
It goes like this.
Yeah.
It goes 1 butthole, 2 butthole,
Butthole,
close it.
close, right?
Yeah, you're right.
It was 30 seconds.
I went 1 butthole, 2
Dude,
butthole,
and I
3
was like,
butthole.
Bobby
I
said-
counted the freckles.
Yeah.
9, by the way.
You know Orion's belt? The star? It's back there. If you look in my asshole
Yeah.
long enough, you can see it.
Bobby
Yeah.
sat down and drew it like Leo in Titanic.
Yeah. It was too long, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm
You-
sorry.
I think you were buzzed.
I was a little buzzed.
You're buzzed, so you just did it for way too long. Anyway.
I opened up a little.
Yeah.
By the way, you just jumped in my mind something else that I saw today. Is it Bill Pullman was in Titanic? Bill Pullman?
Yeah, Bill Paxton. Yeah.
He passed away.
Yeah.
I know. He told a story that I saw probably on a podcast online from a clip that was from years ago. Did you guys know that the soup on set was spiked with PCP? Have you heard this story?
Wow, no.
No, this is insane. Him and James Cameron, they're going to go eat food. And every day he had gone out for lunch because the catering wasn't his favorite. And he was like, I'm just going to go out for lunch. I don't really want to. And Cameron was like, I kind of want to get some of this chowder. Let's get chowder and we'll go talk and whatever. He comes down. They both get chowder. They have some. He goes back to his office. Bill goes back to his room. He gets knocked on the door and somebody's like, hey, are you feeling okay? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, a lot of people are not doing so well from the chowder. And he was like, well, I mean, I think I'm fine. I've been drinking water. I mean, we'll see. He thinks, oh man, the chowder went bad. I'm gonna have the 2 ends. No. 150 people got dosed with PCP on the set of Titanic.
Oh my God.
And he runs over to James Cameron and is like, how are you feeling? And Cameron was like, I think something's going on. Like, I'm feeling it. And he goes, I knew how to beat it. He goes, I'm really high right now. So he goes, I'm just going to go drink a case of beer and go to bed. And that's what he did. He went and bought a case of beer and chugged it until he got so drunk he fell asleep to beat the acid.
Wow.
But they dosed some. They never caught the guy. Never found out who did it. But he dosed the clam chowder and catering. And 150 people on the set of Titanic had to go to the hospital because half these people didn't know what was going on.
Whoa.
Wow.
Tripping
We
on
should do
acid.
that.
And PCP is one of those drugs where you run through walls and stuff too, right?
No. PCP is
Pixie
Psychedelic.
dust?
it's acid.
Yeah, it's like hard psychedelic.
No, but you would
But-
hear it's like, that guy was on PCP and he ran through a wall. I mean,
Yeah. I
used
feel
to
like
stories
that's
like
No,
that.
but
70s
isn't
propaganda.
PCP acid? Am I crazy?
It's different.
It is.
It's different.
Yeah, PCP
Oh.
gives you like super strength.
Super strength.
People lift cars on it. It's
Yeah.
called pixie dust.
Right. It's also known as dust. Yeah, angel dust. Sorry, that's right. My bad.
And they went,
But it causes hallucinations, right? So yeah, you hallucinate like crazy. Phenoclidine, phenylpropyridine. They could
That's
have.
scary.
Yeah. It's angel dust. Yeah, dissociative anesthetic, mainly used recreationally, significant mind-altering effects. So these people were all dosed out of their minds on PCP.
whoa,
How, dude?
I would have been great.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Imagine that Titanic if they
We
kept
should've done
filming.
that.
Yeah,
tour.
They lift the boat back out of the water. It's fine.
Yeah.
They just fixed
I'm the
the
king
whole.
of the world!
That's what it is. Leo running on water.
Jesus Christ! yeah.
That I don't know why that reminded me of it. Oh, but going back, Thunder Down Under. We are gonna go. Let's take a trip to Vegas and we'll go to Thunder Down Under.
Holy shit, that would be so fun.
We should do a Bad Friend show in Vegas in the fall.
No, I want to do it.
We should do a Bad Friend show in Vegas in the fall, and we should go to Thunder Down Under. In fact, if we really have balls, we should bring them on the stage for our show.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
lo-
god,
Maybe
I
I'm
would
giving
love
away.
that.
Maybe I'm giving away a secret that we
Yeah.
don't want to have out to the world. Because maybe we would make that happen. Maybe we.
Do they like Thunder Down Under? Do they like give lap dances?
I think so.
Of course it- what do
To
you
like
mean?
a few
Can,
select
can
women.
we get one?
Uh huh.
No, I'm not kidding.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't want one.
But
Yeah,
how
they-
would, I mean,
No, they get super dirty. They
Right.
get they get dirty. They'll
Yeah.
dance right up. They'll pull women on stage and they'll put their balls right in their face.
Oh yeah.
like real balls.
Have you seen Magic Mike?
Yeah. What do you mean their balls?
Oh.
They don't have like a second set of balls.
I would have like joke balls.
Like,
You just have 4 balls.
It's just 2 red like joke plastic balls.
You
So
got,
you
like,
tuck your
truck
real
nuts?
ones and you have your
Yeah,
fake
I
ones.
don't want my real balls
I got
out
it.
there. You know what I mean? I want like beautiful prosthetic balls.
They keep them in their pants, but they're rubbing them.
You've done this before.
I've seen all the Magic Mike movies.
I know, but is it like, you know, some strip clubs, they'll whisper like when they're giving you a lap dance, like, a little extra, you know, I'll jerk you off.
Did they
don't
do
think
that there?
I don't think they do that. But I've never been.
do
I've
that.
Just
What do they
seen
do
it
at
in
Thunder?
movies.
They're like, for a little extra, I'll let you blow me.
No, they like throw you in the air and.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, they're strong.
When you're watching trans porn, not that I have,
Go on.
not that I have, but this is one I saw.
You got to check them out.
Yeah. There's one that I check out. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, just stunning.
Go on.
Right? And she, or they, I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah. They are getting their penis sucked, right? And if I stroke a little bit watching it, what does that make me?
Or
Bobby
Not that
Lee.
I did. Not that I did.
But you're asking for permission?
No, I'm not asking permission. I was just thinking it.
Permission to launch.
I did it. I did it a little bit. I did it.
It's fantasy. It's not real.
It's not real. Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you see a straight porn with a man fucking a woman and you stroke to that,
Same thing.
same thing.
Same thing.
You're
Same-
gay.
Look, same saying you're gay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what? You're
yeah.
gay. What? Mr.
Well, you so when have you watched porn and masturbated?
Porn?
Yeah. Not Disney films, but porn.
I've never seen it.
That's
But I'm
what
excited to
saying.
watch porn. I've never seen it yet. But I am excited to start it.
I mean, Andreas, have you? Do you watch porn and masturbate?
What?
You guys are just
Oh my
fucking
God.
fuck with.
Of course I do. What do you mean? Of course he does. What do you mean?
But do you ever watch anything weird or like, oh, this is a little uncomfortable?
I've watched, yeah, you know, I've talked about it on the show. I think I've anime. I like anime.
Okay.
I told you what I really like,
Yeah.
or I used to like. I don't watch it anymore, but I used to see. I used to like. Oh man, what is the one? It's an anime. Underwear. Overwatch.
Oh.
Overwatch. It's like mutants with 40 dicks.
Whoa.
And they're fucking like 40 chicks.
Whoa.
It's rad.
It is.
It's rad.
And it arouses you.
It's just fun. Because I'm sick of the old, like, oh no, I'm stuck in the dryer. It's like, ugh, she's not stuck in the dryer.
Right.
Fake.
Do you do it now, as a woman? Do you watch porn?
Or do you use your imagination?
I'll do both, but I watch porn sometimes.
by
Yeah.
yourself watching it?
Yeah,
Do
by
you use
myself.
a machine? Do you use a machine or?
Yeah, I use a machine.
Okay.
It's weird to call it a machine.
What is it called?
What's it called?
A vibrator.
Oh, okay.
How many toys do you have?
One.
One seems safe.
Do you have toys?
Yeah.
What kind?
Oh yeah. I mean, you name it, I got it.
No, I'll be real. You name it. No, be real. Do you
Balls, stalls, calls, morals. I got. What do I have? I have cock ring, vibrating cock ring. Love those.
have? You have a vibrator cock ring?
I've got 2 of them.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
And it goes to the bottom or just where the top is?
Imagine I
he's
just leave it
got
on the
two.
head.
Yeah, he can do both.
Yeah.
No, it goes to the bottom.
Does it have a
It's got a little vibrator at the bottom. That's
I understand.
That's for her.
I understand.
Does
Oh,
your-
it's for her.
Does
Well, you
your-
can flip it. Look, you can flip it up at the top so it touches her clit, or you can put it down below so it tickles kind of her, the asshole.
But does it make your penis vibrate?
It's on my dick,
Okay, good. Good.
but it's super fun. I love it. Vibrating cock ring is one of my favorites. I mean, they're so, and they're silicone, so they're not. I don't have I think in the back in the day it used to be like an actual hard ring. No
Oh, yeah,
thanks.
yeah,
Give me
yeah.
the silicone ones. That's easy to slide on and off.
I have like 15 things,
What do you got?
Whoa.
You have pocket pussies.
but not just. I have the ones that you charge and.
Dilithium crystals.
That's what you put in it.
He puts it in his ass.
Wait a minute. Do you
Yeah,
have,
there's an Enterprise logo on the side.
when you come, you have to.
yeah.
Wait, do you plug it into the wall?
Yeah, I charge them.
Wow. So in your wall sockets are phone chargers, vibrator chargers,
Well, no,
vape chargers.
No, my pocket pussy and my Switch go into one thing. Right. Yeah, so I have those in one
Just like
area.
Nintendo intended. Imagine the game developers at Nintendo. They have a Switch that also has a
Yeah.
pocket pussy charger on the side.
But I every year I get a new one because I want to know what the technology's like. And
Well, yeah.
and they get better and better. You know.
They sure do, don't they?
So there's like they have buttons and stuff, and what it does is there's vibration and also suction. Mm-hmm. You press a button, it just and sucks it out.
Really?
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it pulls your penis in.
Okay, I'll admit something.
What?
You want an admittance on this show?
There we go.
I've never admitted this, but I'll admit it to you guys. One time we got sex toys for the show. We got like, do you remember this, Fancy? What did we get? We got sex toys. We got like a little butt, a little like a butt and a pussy, a silicone one.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'll throw these away.
I'll take care of these.
Where'd you go? Your trunk?
Get ready.
Yeah.
I used it at the studio.
Here?
At the old studio.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah.
Late at night?
Late one night after Whiskey Ginger, I was recording in the old studio.
Yeah.
And I recorded it.
Your guest was
You
probably still there.
recorded it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gatus is still there. What are you doing, dog?
So good.
After my guest left, I wish I remember who it was, but it was after the guest left. I was in the room doing stuff on my computer, and this was like an hour or two goes by, and I was like,
Dude, I've been in that room.
I know.
With your glass of whiskey.
Hey, how you
I was just on my
doing?
computer, and then the
good.
box was on the floor, and I was like, you know, it's not gonna get used. And you know how weird this is? I went to the bathroom where we kept baby wipes in the bathroom, and I just wiped. Even though it was fresh, it was never touched.
Well,
But I just
George might have used it.
What?
George might have used it before.
Eskimo brothers.
Oh, man.
I knew it tasted weird. Imagine me going down on a silicone. No, but I took it out of I saw the box. It was looking right at me, almost like the whole time. Every time I would type like, tick, 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 and the box was like, come on. So I did. I tried it, and honestly, I had to throw it away.
Oh, because it was going to be a problem.
It was too good.
Oh, it was way too good.
Honestly, it was like I imagine it's like when people do heroin and they're like, oh no, I want to do this every day for the rest of my life.
You know what? I'm going to buy one tonight.
Good, let's do it.
I'm going to buy. No, I'm going to go to the hustle. I'm going to buy a new one tonight.
Let's go to the sex store together.
Really?
No, inappropriate.
Inappropriate. You're my daughter.
Absolutely
Fuck you.
not. That's insane.
Also, I want to also. I forgot to mention.
I feel like a creep going
Did
by
you,
myself.
McCone, Carlos, or Jesse? Did you guys rat me out from the poo?
Nope.
No, I told you.
I can't believe we haven't talked about this on the show.
Nope.
So let's talk about it. Everyone at home keeps asking, has anybody pooped on the bus? Well, guess what? Somebody pooped on the bus, and you wouldn't believe who it is.
All right.
Tune in next week to find out.
Yeah.
So I eat something.
In
We're
the bathroom?
driving on the bus, and our driver's driving. We're in the middle of nowhere. I'm laying there, and I have this ache in my stomach, like a pinch, right? And I'm like, oh fuck. I sit up, and I'm curled over. It was so painful.
And I was gone. For the record, I was still in Denver, right? That's when you guys.
Yeah,
went
you were
from-
in Denver.
So I stayed in Denver.
And I did an opening, which is a fart.
Yo,
When you invited someone over to the party.
The prelude.
My butthole said hello.
Prelude, right?
Prelude.
My
right.
butthole says hello.
Hey,
That's the
Burrito.
forward.
Hello. And the poo goes, we're here. We're here.
Oh wait, no, I
Right?
haven't cleaned up yet.
Yeah.
No, you guys can't come in yet. No.
Yeah.
We're
So
here.
we're here. So and then
Have a
like
good
I'm
one.
telling my butthole, don't shut the fuck up, right? And all of a sudden they're at the door.
They're there.
You know what reminded me of it? Remember when all those people showed up at Bilbo Baggins'
keep it quick, kid.
house?
Oh,
all
here
those
we go
dwarves?
again.
Every
You know, how
time.
those,
This
you
is
know how
the-
those dwarves just show up, knock, and then they're like eating in the. You know what I
Every
mean?
time, this guy.
The tea shop.
That's
all
what it
over
reminded
again.
me of.
Right.
There's just one dwarf after another showing up.
So you had to shit because we were on the road.
And I was gonna go. Can you pull over? But I looked out the window. We're in forest, just forest, and I go, all right, I'm gonna get in trouble. So I took a shit, and it smelled immediately. Our road manager was right. It just stunk up the fucking place.
Yes, because the septic tank is right below where you guys sleep.
Yeah, it smelled
I
like
got what you
the
need.
worst. I flush.
I got
baby
what
wiped my
you
butthole.
need.
I lay there,
For real.
and I laid there for like 4 hours like a fucking vampire. And I was just with my eyes open, going, I don't know.
It's like the telltale heart. You heard the heart beating from beneath the bus.
And then all of a sudden,
The shit was just like, we're down here. You're not getting rid of us, Bobby.
and then all of a sudden, I smell chlorine.
Yeah, that's how I woke up.
That's how I
Like-
yeah, I kind of dozed up. I woke up and there's chlorine and
Bleach. It's bleach.
bleach, yeah. And the bus driver, our buddy, cleaned it
Like he's cleaning up a murder.
like a
He's
murder.
mopping.
So I tell these three.
Well, he had to unload the tank. He has to get rid of it somewhere. He had to go to
I feel so
a
bad.
septic drop because it has to come. It can't stay in the tank.
I feel so bad. And so then I tell Carlos, McCone, and Juice, I go, don't tell Andrew, but I took a shit on the bus.
Well,
I'm
you
so
told
sorry.
me privately. You said don't tell anybody, but you told that to all of us except for Andrew.
Yeah, this guy's the don't tell everybody.
Yeah, don't tell
everybody.
Well, no, because I want to be the fucking.
So here's who knows.
I'm Paul Revere.
yeah.
I want to be Paul Revere. I'm telling everyone.
Well, let me tell you something. You took a midnight ride, didn't you?
Yeah, I did it at midnight, right? So, and then now we're at the venue, and you walk up to me.
Spokane. I show up. I fly in that
Yes,
day.
Spokane, and you go. You took a shit on the bus. Just out of nowhere.
Your face was amazing.
I was livid.
That you got regular white guy eyes. They went with the round eyes.
It's like when you saw that ghost.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally, you got so scared.
And I go, and I knew that you three had somebody had ratted me out,
Uh-huh.
right? And let's just get this out of the way now.
That's fine.
Okay. And I'm going to say this too as your boss, guys. All right? As your boss. Honestly, dude. Honestly.
Yeah.
No hard feelings, no resentment. It's just a story. It's in our past. But you can now admit to me now, no retaliation. Who told Andrew?
It was Carlos.
What? Here's the deal.
Did you really?
No,
Yeah, you
because
did.
I did it. You-
what, your reaction?
No, I'm-
Holy fuck! You're
No.
fired. You're fucking fired. Your reaction. What the fuck, dude?
You
You're a
never
rat.
told. You never fucking told me that you pooped on the bus. You only told Jesse
kidding, I'm kidding,
and
I'm kidding,
McCone.
I'm kidding.
I didn't find out till the venue when Andrew pulled
so-
up to us.
Sorry, Carlos.
And you had an intuition.
Here's the mystery. My favorite thing in the world was knowing that you thought somebody ratted you out. But the truth is, the ultimate truth, is nobody ratted you out. When I stepped onto the bus and nobody was on the bus, it was beyond squeaky clean. And it was so clean that I thought, that's really fucking weird. Nobody we don't have a cleaning crew to come clean the bus this week. Why is the bus so clean? And then I thought, did Jesse clean the bus? No.
No way.
And then I went into the bathroom to take a piss. And when I got in there, it was almost as if the toilet, when I lifted up the lid, the lid spoke to me and went, Bobby, talk a shit.
Kill me.
Because it stunk like it stunk like bleach. Someone had bleached it
Or he
so
said
much.
the dwarves showed up at the Shire.
The Shire, they were there.
Yeah.
And there was so much bleach in the air. Immediately I go, Bobby took a shit on a bus. I knew right away.
Holy fuck.
And I walked inside, I looked you right in the face, and I go, took a shit on the bus. And you went, what the? No. Who told you? Who told you? You freaked out.
I
and I
freaked
said,
the fuck out.
Nobody told me, buddy. And
So
you,
if I would have said, what are you talking about, it would have been,
I would have known. Something was in my body. Something told me you pooped on the bus.
Dude,
it just,
my
I
butthole's
felt it
a
in my
rat.
butt. By the way,
my butthole told you.
your butthole told me. You know how girls get on a cycle when they live together?
Yeah.
You and I are cycling right now. I felt it inside. Something inside me was
Oh.
like, Bobby pooped on the bus. Because you
Okay.
guys, we're cycling,
See?
baby.
So you didn't rat me out, Carlos.
No.
But he did rat you out for other stuff. Tons of other
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Tons and tons and tons of other stuff. And also, I want to say this. We love our bus driver. He's great.
He's the best.
He's also, sometimes at night I get scared we're going to die.
Oh, dude, one night.
We
That one
We-
night.
It feels like we're flying.
were going like 110, and I felt a bump so bad, everything
It's like
fell
the
off
X
of the
Games.
shelves.
It was like we went off a fucking Tony Hawk.
Yeah, it feels
yeah,
like
it was insane.
I swear to
So
God.
I get up and I'm in my underwear. I'm in the hallway. It's like 4 a.m, and in the darkness, you scared the shit.
Well, because you were turned around and I woke up like you did. These guys stayed in their bunk. They're ready to die.
Yeah, yeah.
They're Biggie Smalls. They're all ready to die.
Yeah.
I get out of my bunk and I go walk through the hallways. You can't see me, I can tell. And then when you turn around, I go, Bob, and you go,
It was so scary.
and then both of us were like, what was that? And then I walked up there to see, because I there's a curtain, so I wanted to see if
I saw
could
you
s-
peek in there, yeah.
And I peeked in to see.
And he was sleeping, right?
Maybe he was dozing. Well, I thought maybe he's dozing off, you know?
Yeah.
But no, not at all.
Yeah.
He was sleeping in the passenger seat.
He's
The
a
bus
good
was
dude. He's a
driving
good
itself.
dude.
No, he was fine. It was just, it was a little, I felt like a little maybe he wasn't all the way awake because I heard a little when we go to the
Oh,
side.
Yeah.
And that's when the happened.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we die on the next leg, it's been great.
It's been great.
And
I have another question for you.
please.
I had an incident the other day, and I want to ask the room.
Yeah,
to
feel the
see-
room.
I want to feel the room out to see who's in the wrong. So I'm shooting this thing.
I'm on your side.
Thank you. It's 5 in the morning. Right? I don't know the name.
What do you mean you're not familiar with them at all?
I don't know that. I just met them.
Right.
Makeup woman, a nice Asian lady, and she's doing. My girlfriend in this movie is Chinese. I'm just sitting there getting my hair done, and I go, "Hey, what's your name?" The actress tells me her name. I go, "Where you from?" She goes, "I'm from China. I love China. You know, that's where TikTok and COVID comes from."
Facts.
Facts. And then I just hear the room change.
Because you told her facts?
Yeah.
Like everyone laughed.
And I look up. No, I look over, and the Asian makeup artist and her, they're just
Is the Asian makeup artist Chinese as well?
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
No, she's not Chinese. She's Korean.
Oh, she's on your team.
I don't. There's no teams here.
Well, yeah, there are.
I know there should be.
Yeah.
I realize she's probably North Korean.
Oh.
Right, closer to China. My point is this. My point is this. It changes. Then the girl that plays my girl, she leaves, and I'm sitting there, and then I get moved over to makeup, and the makeup artist goes, "I can't fucking believe you said that." I go, "What?" Because I'm tired. She goes, "COVID? You think that's funny?"
Well, I mean,
And I go, Is this early?" And I just throw out a joke.
it's a joke.
Yeah, and she goes, "We've been attacked for that as a people." I go, "What?"
What?
Yeah, they make a stink of it.
So does this get around to Bill and
No,
everybody? Okay.
no, because I had to nip it in the butt.
Hey,
I had to
hey,
nip
hey.
it.
Yeah.
I had to nip it.
Yeah, careful.
I had to nip it, dude.
Yeah, you had to nip it in
yeah,
the butt.
yeah. There was a chink in my armor, dude.
Wait a minute.
Right, so
You made a joke.
I make a
small
joke, a small joke.
and they did not appreciate it.
Oh no, it was gonna. If there was HR, they would have gone.
What?
Yeah, and for me, it's like
How uncomfortable is the love scene then? Did you have a love scene?
No, no, no.
Oh, thank God.
But I knew what to do. I turned to the makeup artist, and I go, "I'm so sorry. It's early. I threw out a joke. I'm a comic. I don't know if you know that." She's like, "I know, but it's not funny."
Yes, it is.
I know. And then thank you so much for being on my side.
I would have laughed.
You're
If
my
you-
fucking ally,
If
dude.
you said TikTok and COVID,
COVID.
I'd have been like, true. I would have been on the other side of the makeup trailer.
We're both now fired.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, then we'll walk out together. Also, none of that is rude. To be honest, it's a
Thank
joke.
you!
But it's real.
Thank you.
Are we
because-
wrong? Are we wrong here? What's going on?
Maybe you go next time. Go. Oh, I love China. That's where TikTok is from.
Oh, you don't say COVID. You go.
You leave it ambiguity.
And then they'll go, "What do you mean by?"
Then you go. You know.
Or
Yeah,
you
I
be
go,
clever
no,
about it.
dog eating.
Yeah.
You be clever about it.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
go. That's where TikTok and Fauci's family is from.
Ah.
That's a little twist
But
around.
then I had to go. I was on set now, and I see the girl that plays my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's sitting there, and she's like in a bad mood. I can tell.
Just because of this.
I know, right. So then I had leaned up against the wall. Hey, do you have the audition for this? I didn't know what else to say. I don't know what to say, right? She's like, yeah.
Meanwhile, it's offer only for you, which makes it worse.
Yeah. So I'm like, I just want to. I'm really sorry about that. I was so early. I'm just really sensitive about it. But,
Really?
yeah, I'm okay. I'm thinking about it, okay.
That's,
And I'm
that's
gonna go,
nice.
"You fucking pant face." But I just went, thank you so much. I just have a good day.
Are we wrong here?
I know, but it's.
I think if people are sensitive to jokes in an entertainment environment, then they should have to alter their behavior.
Oh, this is good. They should come in the room and go, guys, I'm sensitive about COVID and TikTok jokes.
Yes.
I'm letting you know I'm Chinese. No Chinese jokes, please.
Yeah, put it on the table.
But we live in a different world now.
Yeah, but that's okay. Honestly,
Yeah.
okay. Fancy, no, you're badass because you're on our team. Carlos, be a mediator here. Be the Zen Buddhist.
All right.
Where is COVID from?
Wuhan.
Wuhan's where?
It's in a lab in China.
Okay, it's in China.
Yeah.
Carlos, where?
Wuhan is in a lab in China.
No, I mean literal.
Yeah.
Carlos, where's TikTok from?
China.
Okay, so 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Both of those things were true, and neither of them are like mean. It's a fact
And
that
it's-
a thing happened there, and that's what happened.
And
Maybe
it's
if I put
funny.
a positive one in there first, I would have TikTok, Yao Ming, and
Yeah, maybe you needed the rule of 3.
Yeah,
That's
the
why
rule
she was
3. I think that
upset.
was the problem.
Yeah.
Dude, that is actually true. It would have been a better joke.
It would have been a joke, yeah, Yao Ming and COVID.
Try it
Right.
again next time you see her with a 3.
Honestly, if you see her again in the makeup chair, I would do the exact same thing again.
You just have to do what they do with all movies now. They have a disclaimer. So like, oh, this movie's racist, but we're showing it anyway,
Yeah.
or whatever, you know. And
Yeah.
you
Also,
can,
You should just wear a shirt that says
Right.
parental advisory at
That'd
all
be
times.
Yeah.
that's it.
That's like fancy. He's saying this to justify his next movie, by the way. It's called The End. And they say the N word 8,000
And it's so
times.
funny because it's like, oh, who are you going to go to? Bill Burr?
I know.
Yeah, Bill, excuse me. I know you're directing the movie, but excuse me. Do you know what Papi said?
What?
He said,
What did he say?
Chinese people are from, they're known for TikTok. Copy it.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking hear no lies. I hear no lies.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Yeah, I mean, there would be no,
No repercussions.
yeah, no, yeah.
But you made up with her. Look, I'm sure she's a sweet girl.
I'm
She
so
took it
glad.
the wrong way, and honestly, she knows that you're a lovable guy. You didn't mean anything by it. We move on. Life is there's so much awful shit. This is nothing on the blip of chaos.
Thank you.
It's nothing. It's a nothing.
That's why I love you, dude.
You should get a USB though and give it to her with the pandemic on it.
Well, she definitely has a computer. I mean,
Yeah.
they make them there. Okay. Okay.
But what I also realized there's just 2 different kinds of Asians.
Ones that have fun and ones that don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
whatever.
every group has that.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's uptight whites and there's whites that get it.
Yeah.
You're either an uptight white or you're a white that gets it. There's uptight whites all the time that are just huffity puffity for no reason, and you're like, come on, man, what is it? You know, we're joking.
Because when we do meet and greets, we see the kind of Asians that come. They're the wild kind.
Well, let me tell you, our meet and greets. We have had an eclectic group.
Eclectic.
And when you see the Asians that pass through that door
Yeah.
to say hi to you,
Yeah.
they love those jokes.
They do.
They are ready to laugh.
Yeah.
They don't take themselves serious. And I've said this before. Shout out to my Mexican fans. I fucking love our Mexican fans. Everyone that came out in Phoenix, all those Mexicans, because every time I'm around a Latin crowd, they know how to take a joke.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They don't take anything that serious. They have the most fun. Nothing is that big of a deal, and they like to laugh. I even said it. I was like, I know you guys are in here. I can smell you. They loved it.
Yeah. I just want to say, our fans in general
The best.
are the best.
Have you had a good reception?
Yeah.
Except for that one guy that threw a shoe at you.
No.
One guy George Bushed her. I don't know. She didn't get hit, but she died. No, we've had such a good fucking reception from the fans, and it's
Yeah.
been when people ask me, we come home, people ask, hey, what's been going on? How's the tour? Fitz was on the phone with Fitzsimmons, and he goes, it looks fucking amazing, buddy. And I was like, it's honestly, I don't have like one thing to say. Usually, you come off the road when you're solo, and someone's like, how was wherever, and you're like, it was good, but there was, Saturday Night Late Show is not, whatever. And there's always like a thing or two that you're like, I don't know, man. I wasn't hitting on this night. It didn't feel good. My hour was a little weak here. This has been a dream come true. And not trying to be lame, but it's been fucking amazing. I hope we keep doing it
We were.
for a long time. That being said, we are going to cancel the rest of the tour.
No, I need it. I need this.
Yeah.
I do want to make one more comment before we depart. I did notice your haircut last night in the parking lot, and I told you, I said someone got a new haircut,
Yeah.
and I like it, but I was getting used to the old you.
Yeah. I know. I've gone through so much change.
But I like
in
it,
the
but I feel
past
like
year.
you're growing too fast.
I know. I can't stop it.
I know, I don't like it, dude.
I don't want to change either.
But if you start showing up really dramatically, like if she starts doing that thing that people do when they start getting a couple of bucks in the thing, and she starts changing, if you show up with veneers in a couple of weeks,
I'm done.
I want 1J.
No.
1J on my canine?
No, you can have
Sick.
you can have that, but if you get a full mouth of veneers, I'm gonna be bummed.
All right.
I also want to say is that I know a lot of headliners that bring one person on, but that person, the opener, changes and then they cut him off.
Will you guys tell me if I start changing?
Well,
changing.
you already got a haircut.
So we're warning you now.
Yeah, but
this is the warning.
I do it what Bobby does.
What? What?
You got a haircut. I got a haircut.
She does follow you.
You
It's-
do
it-
follow me a lot. It's weird.
I'm a little baby
I
duckling.
love you.
You're
You're
my
like
mama.
you're like a dog. You're like a dog.
Yeah.
We gotta pet you all the time. We always have to clean up your shit.
What was that?
Positive reinforcement.
What was happening that one day where you went, I feel really uncomfortable right now? You said that.
I don't know. It could have been any of the
No, but
days.
we were sitting. It was with McCone. we were working on jokes or bits for the thing, and I was acting crazy. Do you remember?
Oh, I was not uncomfortable. I just checked out mentally because you were getting really bossy.
In what way?
I regret already saying that. I've
Well,
said
now
too
you have to
much.
say it. If you're gonna go this far, you might as well cross the bridge. You're
Well, because we were working, you and me, we were working on the segments, and we were putting, like, we went to Goodwill. We probably put in an hour. We've been an hour into
Oh, right,
this.
when we were in
And
yeah.
Bobby slides the door open in his underwear, hair wild, and he's like, "Write me some bits. What do you got?" And he's just like, and then we read him one. He's like, "Not funny. I hate it." Another one, and then I just started doing org.
That was very funny. He showed up his underwear half off of his body. You're naked. Your wiener's out the side of your underwear.
No, it wasn't. It was insane.
It wasn't showing.
Cut it out.
And then you
Cut that part out.
and you go.
Yeah.
Where's my bits?
Yeah, where's
Did not do
my
that.
bits,
I did not do that.
people?
That's insane.
Why are you so defensive about this? You did say
You think that I don't do that?
you did do this.
I know I did that at a specific. I did that specific day and that specific moment, but it's not a general thing that I do.
That
behavior.
bothered you a
No,
lot.
it was one day.
Yeah, have you ever seen me do that before?
No, that's why I started doing origami because I was like, I'm not.
But
like,
wait, did this bother you? I didn't know that was bothering you.
it
It
didn't.
did. No, because you
He-
said no. You looked. I'd never seen your face like that before.
Yeah, I mentally checked out.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you go. I feel really uncomfortable right now because I was yelling at you.
Oh, I
Well,
said that?
McCone deserves to be yelled.
What was I yelling at you for?
Well, he's always doing some dumb
Probably
shit.
when you ordered a Bud Light and a Shirley Temple.
This guy.
I've never seen
This
that
guy
before.
orders
I've seen
Bud
that.
Light and a Shirley Temple.
Same
Two
dinner.
drinks. Same dinner.
Or was that in Montana or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Such a
remember that.
weird guy.
Same
Weird
time too. It wasn't like one after the other. It was both. at
Lunatic.
once.
You lunatic.
And real quick, I want to say a couple more things before we go. Show your bracelet. You didn't even mention the bracelet.
I know. I wanted to bring this up.
Well, go ahead and say it.
So Peter Shore, who owns the Comedy Store, came to Portland. He lives in Portland. He saw our show with his wife there, and he gave me this bracelet, and it used to be Mitzi Shore.
Pretty cool.
And
And
it-
he gave us Mitzi scarves. We have 2 of Mitzi's old scarves.
Yeah.
It
And-
feels so cool.
And also, I do want to give a shout out. This guy made us these custom shoes.
Amazing.
Yeah, those are
And
so fly.
he takes shoes and he can reconfigure them to do and say whatever, like the swooshes backwards. These are the Bad Friends colors, Bad Friends on the tongue, and on the inside he also, because of my Netflix special cheeseburger, he put a little cheeseburger where the Air Jordan is. Bobby and I both have a pair, and want to say thank you so much to this guy. I want to say it right. It's Shoe Generous. Shoe Generous. That's who did it.
Nice guy,
This
Korean dude.
Korean dude. This guy was the fucking man.
Yeah.
Custom shit. We want to thank him for that because that was huge. And we want to thank all the fans for coming out. We appreciate you guys.
Check out us in Florida. We're coming to Florida.
Yeah, we're doing a whole run. We're going to be down in Florida. We're doing St. Petersburg. We're doing Hollywood. We're doing, St. Petersburg, Jacksonville. Is that right?
Yep.
We do Orlando, St. Petersburg, Jacksonville, St. Petersburg, Hollywood, Florida, and Orlando. Then we come back here. We do 2 shows in Riverside and 1 in San Diego before we
And then
head back to
Toronto.
the East Coast and do Jersey, New
Oh, those
York,
guys,
Baltimore, Philly, and Toronto.
Wow.
Guys, we cannot wait to see you guys. And so,
It'll be great.
you know what? Thank you for being a bad friend.
I'm out of range. More rage. Not enough rage. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. Rage. Rage. Need more rage. enough rage. Rage. I've been expecting you. May the eternal sun shine. Well met. Go in peace. Be careful. Take heart, young one. Your father is near. Looking for something special? Be careful.
What brings you here?
Well met. We will be at your back.
Sup, you beautiful bastards. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show. We got a lot of news to talk about today, so let's just jump into it. Starting with, fake news about an explosion at the Pentagon is spreading on Twitter. This morning, in no way was it hard to find accounts, including verified ones, sharing an image of a smoke cloud alongside the claim about the explosion. Several of those posts alone getting hundreds of thousands of views. You even had news outlets like RT, which is a Russian state media platform, spreading it. And while they did eventually remove that post, damage control was still necessary. With Arlington Emergency Services trying to refute all this misinformation spreading on Twitter, writing, "There is no explosion or incident taking place at or near the Pentagon reservation, and there is no immediate danger or hazards to the public." With tons of people now suggesting that the photo was AI generated. Though no matter how it was made, it's a fake, and the Department of Defense also confirmed it as a piece of misinformation to Forbes. Now currently, the source of the image has still not been determined, but even though this was a fake, there were still real consequences. Not only because this sparked a general fear for a number of people, but it sparked a fear with the stock market, which dipped slightly this morning as a result of the fake news going viral. And again, this is just a small snippet of a much, much bigger problem that's only going to get worse. Because I'll continue to say this until I'm blue in the face. The AI that you experience today is the worst that it will ever be again. And remember, we've had a fake news problem before the rise and the lowering of the bar for the accessibility of this tech. The AI isn't the fire. That's already been raging. This is the gasoline. And then, why in the world is Eric Adams evicting homeless veterans? Right? That's the question people have been asking since the New York mayor announced a plan to bus some migrants to hotels in nearby counties earlier this month. And with that, Orange and Rockland counties suing to block that from happening. And the state Supreme Court granting both temporary restraining orders. But by that point, many migrants had already arrived. And so as we soon learned, at least 15 homeless veterans were forced out of their hotels on short notice to make room for the asylum seekers. Which is why we saw for the next week, right-wing media taking this story and going fucking wild with it.
It's a total embarrassment. It's a slap in the face to veterans, to citizens of New York and this country who are really being cast aside to allow for asylum seekers to come here.
These are our nation's heroes. These are our veterans. These are the best among us who deserve a helping hand. They put their lives on the line.
If you're going to have to choose one desperate person over another, choose the ones who are already helping, who have served this country.
Except now it all looks like it was complete and total horseshit. Right? Because several of the homeless men that were supposedly kicked out of the room say they were duped by Sharon Tony Finch, a nonprofit leader who houses the homeless, with their associates allegedly going to a shelter looking to get volunteers for a trip to Connecticut to speak to a local politician about homelessness, with then 15 of them meeting her at a diner where she bought them food and alcohol, then rounded them up in the parking lot and presented her plan. Right? Instead of a politician, they would go in front of a local chamber of commerce and pose as military veterans who were forced out of a hotel to make room for asylum seekers. If they weren't comfortable with that, she allegedly instructed them to say they had PTSD and couldn't speak. And so they did it, and the New York Post picked up that story with it going viral in right-wing circles. But then the homeless men say that Tony Finch took them back to the shelter and promised to return with their money, but just never did. So they spoke out, and other holes in the story began to emerge. But the graphics expert telling a local outlet that the photos of the hotel receipts supposedly paid for by Tony Finch appeared to have been altered with smudges behind the darker type and had different fonts. The hotel manager also reportedly saying they had no record of the transaction, no veterans were at the hotel, and nobody was kicked out. And so now we're seeing Tony Finch saying she only told a Republican state assemblyman that she had homeless veterans who were displaced, not that it was because of asylum seekers. But he says he felt devastated and disheartened after he confronted her about it and the truth came out, saying, quote, "She alluded to the fact that maybe it's not exactly how I said it was." And then when the Associated Press confronted her on the phone, she reportedly said, "We should have verified better," with her then quickly hanging up after further questioning. And with this, we've seen continued fallout all over the place. Things like Fox News host Laura Ingraham having no choice but to apologize for spreading misinformation.
Turns out the group behind the claim made it up. We have no clue as to why anyone would do such a thing.
And all this is the New York State Attorney General is now saying she's reviewing details of the incident to determine whether she'll open a formal investigation. And Mayor Eric Adams also saying he supports a probe of the incident. And then, how much actual influence does Andrew Tate have? That was not the focus of some random op-ed that we're going to talk about, but rather actual YouGov poll data. With the Independent reporting they've seen the data and it revealed that 26% of men between 18 and 29 in the UK and 28% of men from 30 and 39 agree with Andrew Tate's views on women. Also finding that men in their 30s were slightly more likely to agree with Tate on his thoughts about masculinity, right? 3 in 10 supporting that compared to just a quarter of men 18 to 29. Also for some extra context here, those stats are among men who know who Andrew Tate is, and it seems that most men do. 93% of the younger group familiar with him, 86% of the group in the 30s. But also outside of those demographics, there is a drastic difference, with those in the UK at large less aware of Tate, at just 63% of British adults having heard of him. And even more notably, of that now larger group, only 6% held a positive view of him, though that still doesn't shake the sizable grip that he has on key demos. And then Meta just got slapped with a massive $1.3 billion fine for the European Union ordering them to pay that after discovering that Facebook broke privacy laws by transferring the data from European users to the US. And specifically saying that for years, Facebook had been illegally storing the data of EU citizens on American servers where it can be too easily accessed by U.S. spy agencies. And so also as part of the order, Meta will be required to stop sending European data to the U.S. and delete the information it currently holds. Now Meta, for its part, has promised to appeal the decision, arguing in a statement that while there was, quote, no immediate disruption to Facebook in Europe, the move could have sweeping implications that go beyond Meta, claiming the decision is flawed, unjustified, and sets a dangerous precedent for the countless other companies transferring data between the EU and US. And actually, to that point, this landmark decision has also increased pressure for the US to complete a deal that would allow Meta and thousands of other multinational companies to keep transferring foreign data to the States. And actually, a preliminary version of that deal was struck between Biden and EU leaders last year, but it still needs to be finalized, which is a very key thing to understand, because without that, today's ruling could create very, very serious challenges for some of the biggest companies out there. And then, it's that time of year again. Travel, water destinations, tropical destinations, or just plain old staycation. But what do you need for any of those? A great pair of shoes that can handle any type of weather. And that's where the fantastic sponsor of today's show, Vessi, comes in. Vessi boardwalk sneakers are perfect for getaways of all kinds. Whether you're going to a sandy beach or you're staying home with all the rain everywhere in the nation, Vessi has you covered. They're lightweight, waterproof, and snowproof, so you can enjoy a relaxing walk in any weather. The boardwalk sneakers are laceless and you can move around without being restricted like with rain boots. They look great. The low cut goes with almost any fit you can think of, and with different colorways, you can pick the right look for you. But I also really want to give a shout out to the team at Vessi, helping to support programs to create fresh water where it's needed most around the world. Not to mention funding programs that help shape the next generation of water protectors. So go check out the Vessi boardwalk and other styles at vessi.com/DeFranco and get 15% off your entire order. Get your style and size now. And then we're just 10 days away from a total economic catastrophe, because the Treasury Secretary has repeatedly said that on June 1st, that is the hard deadline by which the debt ceiling must be raised to prevent the U.S. from defaulting for the first time ever. Something that would not only trigger a recession, but also send global markets into complete disarray. And as this ticking doomsday clock ticks down, Republicans and Democrats have failed to reach any kind of agreement. Or because the situation at hand is Republicans have said they will not agree to any debt deal until Biden agrees to massive spending cuts that would significantly roll back much of his domestic agenda. And so far, Biden has refused to cave, with Democratic negotiators instead proposing a plan to freeze but not reduce federal spending in the next fiscal year. But ultimately, what we saw were Republicans rejecting that plan on Friday and ending negotiation. And while we saw talks briefly restart, that same night they stalled again, prompting Biden, who was at the G7 summit in Japan, to cut his trip early and head home to take part in the talks. With the president now set to meet with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy today, who will hopefully actually begin to sort shit out. And with those two, I mean, we've seen some kind of tempered optimism, with McCarthy saying that Biden, quote, walked through some of the things he's still looking at, he's hearing from his members, I walked through things I'm looking at, I thought that part was productive, but adding, look, there's no agreement, we're still apart. Biden also echoing that, and while that may not sound incredibly optimistic, it is a notable and big shift from over the weekend where Biden slammed House Republicans, even at one point saying, I can't guarantee that they will propose a default. And also, very significantly, Biden once again raised the possibility of invoking the 14th Amendment to declare the debt ceiling unconstitutional because of a clause that requires the U.S. to pay its debts, with him having said at the summit that he believes he has the authority, but reiterating that that is a last resort option. So we'll wait to see how that plays out. I think it is important to talk some of the specifics of what happens if we actually see America default. As some reports have noted, the most dramatic impact might be a pause in regular federal payments to tens of millions of American families, including seniors on Medicare and Social Security and people relying on food stamps. Additionally, veterans who served our country would be impacted, as the government's supposed to pay out $12 billion in veterans benefits on June 1st. Also, many of the millions of federal employees would be placed in this limbo, with the federal government unable to pay the $4 billion in salaries it needs to by June 9th. A situation impacting a broad group of essential workers, military personnel, food safety inspectors, air traffic controllers. But for now, we're gonna have to wait and see. The unfortunate thing is, the thing we're waiting to see is a total economic collapse or not. You know, no biggie. And then, an 8-year-old girl died under the watch of U.S. Border Patrol, and there's been a wave of backlash as information has come out. All this reportedly starting on May 14th, when the girl who was at a Texas Border Patrol facility first reportedly complained about abdominal pain, nasal congestion, and coughing. She then tests positive for influenza. Officials began treating her with acetaminophen, ibuprofen, and Tamiflu. And by this point, they reportedly knew about her medical history, which included heart problems and sickle cell anemia. But then with all this, they reportedly just transfer her and her family to another facility in Texas, which her mother says was dusty and smelled like urine. On the first day there, her daughter woke up with a headache and a fever, with the mother saying that the agent repeatedly ignored her pleas to hospitalize her daughter over the next few days. Like when she complained to one agent about her daughter's bone pain, she says he responded by saying, oh, your daughter's growing up, that's why her bones hurt, give her water. And then when her daughter was struggling to breathe, she says doctors still refused to send her to a hospital. At one point, she even says the girl stopped walking and couldn't eat because of a sore throat, with them ultimately on their last day in CBP custody going to the facility's medical unit 3 separate times. One for vomiting, a second time for a stomachache, and a third time for what appeared to be a seizure. The mother carrying her daughter into the unit that time, and finally they took her seriously and brought the girl to a hospital. There, despite their best efforts to revive her with CPR, she became unresponsive and was pronounced dead. With all this happening last week, and it marked the family's 9th day in Border Patrol custody, according to the mother, which is also an odd amount of time because the average time migrants spend in custody is just 77 hours as of Sunday. And that's while agency policy states that people should not be held more than 72 hours. But as it turns out, that rule is often violated during unusually busy times, and border facilities have been overcrowded since Title 42 expired. But even with that, it's not clear why this girl and her family were kept so long in particular, nor do we have any answers on why she wasn't given adequate medical care. And then, a major crisis may have just been averted, at least for now. And that's because today, California, Nevada, and Arizona have finally reached a deal to take less water from the Colorado River after months of negotiation. And notably, this historic agreement comes as the essential water source has been on the verge of collapse due to the years of overuse and unprecedented climate-related megadrought. And I really do not want to undersell this, because not only is the Colorado River an essential source of drinking water for 40 million Americans in 7 states and parts of Mexico, but it also irrigates 5.5 million acres of crucial farmland, while its dams provide electricity to millions of homes and businesses. But also in recent years, the river's flows have dropped by nearly 1/3 compared to historical averages, and that threatens a devastation of water systems in the West. And according to the New York Times, this deal calls for the federal government to provide nearly $1.2 billion to each Asian district, cities, and tribes for their agreement to temporarily use less water. The 3 states have also agreed to additional cuts beyond that, which taken together would amount to a 13% reduction in total water use. And while 13% by itself just sounds like a little, the reporting on this has described the decision as, quote, among the most aggressive ever experienced in the region and likely to require significant water restrictions for residential and agricultural uses. But also a key note here is this agreement only extends through the end of 2026, at which time all 7 states that rely on the Colorado River will almost certainly need to come up with more permanent solutions, especially as further declines in water reserves are likely. And then, every day, America inches more and more towards becoming a full-on renter nation. And right now, you'll see plenty of people saying it's a terrible time to buy a house in America. And actually, because of that, more built-to-rent houses are being built across the country. And in some places like Arizona, you have over 2,000 built-to-rent homes under construction per million residents. With the National Rental Home Council CEO saying built-to-rent housing is quickly emerging as an essential and highly desirable sector of America's housing market, adding that America is facing a housing shortage of somewhere between 3 million and 6 million homes, saying anything that brings more housing into the mix is a positive. But also, one of the biggest problems with renting is the rent itself. I think we're all aware that as time goes on, rent goes up. But the rates and comparisons are key here, with Moody's Analytics reporting that rent has increased by 134.9% since 1999, but income has only increased by 76.8%. Meaning that today, the median renter would need to pay 29.6% of their monthly income on rent alone in the first months of 2023. And all this is a recent Redfin report said that there are only 4 major cities where a typical house has a lower mortgage than cost of rent, right? And that's connected with the rising interest rates, which is also why you have a lot of people not selling their homes right now and instead being interested in renting. Right? If you own a home, you got a mortgage with like a 2.8% interest rate, who's selling? Like, unless you need cash on hand, like you want to be super liquid. And just to highlight the drastic change we've seen in the last few years, let's say you buy a $1 million house, you put $200,000 down, right? You have an $800,000 mortgage. If you got that at a 3% rate, you are paying $4,160 a month. But if you did that same thing at a 6.5% rate, you are looking at a monthly payment of $5,844. That is a drastically different world. So that's why you have so many people saying like, oh, I feel like I have golden handcuffs on. If I sell this property with the intent to buy somewhere else, I'm just fucking myself. But if I now rent this house out in a world where 6.5% is what's expected, a person can probably make a nice profit. Even though, as is often the case, the person most dumped on is the renter. And that's where I'm gonna end today's show. As always, thank you for watching, liking, being subscribed to these daily dives into the news. My name's Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love yo faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Enough rage. More rage. Enough rage. Need more rage. How kind of you.
Previously on Hunting Hitler.
So this is from June 12, 1945. At this time, the decision had been taken to divide the ministries in 2 parts and establish one government in the north and one in the south.
What this file tells me is they're splitting up, creating multiple escape routes. This is big. We have Hitler spotted on the 24th of April in Hohenlohen, and this is 6 days before he supposedly committed suicide in the bunker. 4 days later, we have a separate independent witness identify him leaving by airplane. We got to see what's going on down there. What's that one? Holy.
Das sieht aus wie ein Anlassmotor.
For the ME-262.
This is the fastest jet the world has ever seen. If Hitler himself was here and boarded one of these things, he was out of here in a hurry.
This file tells us that Kaltenbrunner, commander-in-chief of all German forces in Southern Europe, crosses the border into Austria with more than a ton of paper and dumpsters. This is huge.
Ich glaube, also ich kann mir das vorstellen, dass der von Kaltenbrunner.
He's saying he is absolutely positive Kaltenbrunner would have hit something in the lake.
Wow.
Okay, let's see something.
It's quite a large rectangular object.
This is huge, and it could be nothing other than man-made. Let's get to shore. We need to get this dive started.
Kaltenbrunner is the center of Hitler's network. If Hitler intended to escape Berlin, he would use Kaltenbrunner. His activities at the end of the war are going to tell us what their intentions were.
21-year CIA veteran Bob Baer and former terrorist targeting officer Nader Walkers are using asset mapping, a strategy used to dismantle the leadership of Al-Qaeda and ISIS, to track Hitler's known associates and pinpoint exactly where he could have gone after the end of World War II. The team is investigating two potential escape routes for Adolf Hitler after the war. A northern route through Hohenlohe, Germany, and a southern route through Altisee, Austria, where a declassified CIA document claims Hitler's close associate, Ernst Kaltenbrunner, discarded a cache of secret documents, including possible Nazi escape plans in a nearby lake.
I think things probably collapsed a lot faster than they expected. Anytime people like this are on the run, they're disposing of stuff any way they can.
This tells me that they didn't have a lot of time, because the proper protocol for any government when they're extricating from a facility is to burn the documents. Throwing things into the lake is the next best step if they don't have time to burn it. They have to do something that they think will get rid of it.
If the plan was to get Hitler out of Europe into South America, it would be in these documents.
Let's get them diving.
I'm out of range. Not enough range.
Is this my tank? This is your tank. Okay. Everything's looking good.
Along Hitler's potential southern escape route in Altisee, World War II historian James Holland and U.S. Army Green Beret Mike Simpson have assembled an expert dive team led by Gerhard Kaiser. The team prepares to dive on a large man-made object they identified using side-scanning sonar.
Okay, let's see something.
It's quite a large sort of rectangular object. And it could be nothing other than man-made. Worth diving on that?
Absolutely. If this document's cache is here, and we find it, this could potentially unlock all of the secrets to every escaped Nazi of that time period. Potentially, this is like a big water-filled time capsule that's just been preserving all this stuff. Whatever it might have been could still be out there.
We'll be right by here.
Let's go.
Mike and Gerhard will swim the 65 feet from shore to the location of their sonar hit.
Open here. What's good? I think we see something. Holy. Look at this thing. It's huge. Mike, can you see anything?
Yeah. Is a vehicle.
What?
Yes. It looks like a vehicle was pushed out into the lake. Looks like some type of cargo utility vehicle. The metal frame is very rusted, but there's wooden slats in the roof.
The fact that we were able to identify possibly an abandoned Nazi vehicle is huge. Could have been filled with these documents.
Can you swim around it and see if you can find anything from it?
Yeah.
What is that? It's nothing. What's going on?
I'm out of range. Ready.
See something with the silk. What is that? Oh my God! It's like a bayonet. We've got a bayonet. Look! Over there! What is that? Some kind of metal.
Mike!
We get a little closer to the boat.
What have you got there?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Looks like a bayonet of some type.
Yeah, it is a bayonet. That's a Gerbler German infantryman's bayonet. I mean, that's just standard issue. This is an amazing condition, isn't it?
Look at this.
Oh, wow. Pretty sure that's an Iron Cross. And that is a kind of like a wound medal or a campaign medal. We didn't find quite what we were looking for, but we have found this vehicle, we have found some medals, and we have found a bayonet. That means that the Nazis were dumping stuff. The question is, why? Why are they doing this?
What we found was this vehicle, and then we found medals, a bayonet, which was thrown in contemporaneously with the fleeing Nazis.
While the team continues to investigate Hitler's potential southern escape route in Austria, Bob and Nada turned their attention to the northern escape route in Reckland, Germany, where a declassified file claims Hitler was taken away from an airfield 2 days before he was believed dead.
The team at Reichland found a bunker that actually ended up being bombed, but within that wreckage, they found a part of the Messerschmitt Me-262.
This is the fastest jet the world has ever seen.
At the time, it's flying 100 miles per hour faster than any jet out there.
To put it simply, you could just outrun the Allied Air Force. This is the flight radius of an Me-262. At the end of the war, everybody's heading south. The Russians are heading south, the Allies are here. So where do you go? You go north. But what do we get up here? Well, Sweden, we know, was neutral during the war. Norway, on the other hand, there were still Nazi troops, and he could have been perfectly safe for months.
On April 9th, 1940, the Nazis successfully invaded Norway. The Norwegian government was forced into exile, and the Nazis continued to rule the country until the end of World War II. Allied forces never landed in Norway, and the last German soldier there did not surrender until 4 months after the war had ended.
The Germans looked at Norwegians as a superior race, as one of them, as part of the tribe. It was a place that the Nazis felt comfortable.
Here we go. Reporting agency MI6,
Nazi defensive strategy, Norway. The line of coastal fortresses in southern Norway started from Kristiansand with the Nazi base of Battery Vara. This file's telling us that they've got Nazi bases up there.
If Hitler was flying up to Norway, they would have had support. Which airfield would be closest?
This is southern Norway. We know that the range of the ME-262 could cover all this. And what do we have here? Kjevik Airfield, well-known Nazi air base. And then, going back to that document, you've got Battery Vara, coastal defense. And this is clearly in range of Reckling. We got to check this out.
If you didn't want somebody to get through this pass, you put one gun there and it's locked down.
Tim Kennedy, U.S. Army Special Forces, investigative journalist Gerard Williams, and their local contact Osbjorn land in Kristiansand, Norway, a possible stop along Hitler's potential northern escape route.
We're heading to Battery Vara, which is on the tip of Kristiansand. We're going there to see whether or not this huge base would have been part of a northern escape route. If you try and put yourself in the place of a high-ranking Nazi trying to flee the collapsing Nazi empire, you would need safety and security.
Tim? Yep, Tim. Right. Pleasure.
Gerard.
The team makes contact with Roald Andersen, the caretaker at Battery Vara.
We're interested in this area to see if this could have been a stop-off point for escaping Nazis. Who was stationed here?
600 krigsmarine og 150 Wehrmachtsoldater. So it was 50 houses with soldiers there. It was 10,150 landmines around there.
Yeah. That's a lot of landmines.
Can you tell us a little bit about the cannon?
So this is like a German-style cannon. They had 4 right there and 4 in Denmark.
And what's the range of this? 55 kilometers.
34 miles.
So on the northern coast of Denmark, we have a massive battery, a cannon. And then on the southern tip of Norway, we have these lining the coast with interlocking sectors of fire that is completely locking down the coast. You have a choke point. Nobody can get in and out without being in the effective range of these massive guns.
You can't successfully invade Denmark or Norway by sea.
I've been in the military for 15 years. I have never seen a gun that size. This might have been one of the largest weapons on Earth. But why did they build them here? What were they protecting? If this is part of Adolf Hitler's northern escape route, I have to see what else is here.
1,000 feet north of the coastal defense cannon, the team gets access to one of Battery Vara's heavily fortified bunkers.
Where's the entrance? Right there? Wow. This is massive.
What brings you here?
Size of the rooms, Tim.
Oh my God.
Walk with the earth, mother.
Holy Die Tresse ist das Mark der Ära. Our belief is at the core of our world, or the core of us, at the heart of us.
Okay. I mean, this is rich Nazi propaganda.
It's probably straight out of Mein Kampf.
What were they doing here?
The radio is down there.
So you'd be able to talk to somebody from here, you put somebody in the battery.
This is still in great shape.
130 lines are running through these lines.
130 landlines are running directly to here.
Yeah.
At Battery Vara,